Yep, it's coming through my end. It should be starting. Don't know where Justin is.
And we're live.
Green light. Go, go, go.
This just feels weird. Not being controlling anything. G'day everybody. Justin's not too far away. Hello, Damiano. How are you, sir?
G'day, Damiano here, everybody. Good evening.
What a night to be alive. I am not controlling things, and it feels awkward. And here's Justin. Hello, Justin. How are you, mate? That's fantastic. There's Nick and I. It's a pretty good thing.
There we go.
Okay.
There he is.
So we're qualifying underway. It's a clear day, and people are leaving the pits. I believe the track is optimal, so we should see some really cracking times kicking off. People are already slowing down on their out laps.
Press escape. Glenn. And drive. Right. Wow, we're cooking with gas.
And we are away.
Puppet and
That's
a nice
all.
delivery.
Oh,
I feel nice,
what it
awkward.
was. I was wondering what that was. Hey, chat. How are we? We've gone bare bones tonight. And apparently I'm a ventriloquist. No way, Justin. You
Very good,
might work. There he is.
Yeah, sorry.
Feeling a bit better than you did last week.
Yeah. I still haven't turned on my good mic yet, but hopefully this will do. I was just about to say, I love this livery. That looks really nice.
I'll be
That would
back
be
in
on-
5.
That would be on the Lamborghini there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, impressive.
That's the Lamborghini by Vic Chan. And in front is Mercedes. I think that was Eric Scani's Mercedes, I believe.
I just look at these and sit in awe.
Yeah, everyone's out the track. Looks like there's only one car in the pits, but I think they're just leaving. So as no one's really bunched up and doesn't look like anyone's really slowing down for the last turn, backing up. Excellent to see.
Yeah, this is a nice long track. Generally, you can find some space. It's interesting to see how this new tyre model goes on a track that's quite hard on your tyres.
Oh, got first DSQ tonight. R. Smith, car 27 of a Ferrari in the pits, potentially spitting in the pit lane, I think there. I'm not sure if the race directors will reset that, but could be a DSQ for qualifying there.
Yeah. Or the only other thing you can do is shortcut corners to cause that. Don't ask me how I know that.
Wouldn't happen to be the last chicane, would it?
Well, I mean, not. I didn't do it on this track, but I did it.
Yeah, I missed the apex braking point last night. Oh wow, I nearly went through their flat chat, but I managed to stop in time, which was good.
Yeah, the game doesn't like you taking shortcuts. It'll very quickly DQ you.
Yeah, which is a good thing. Most of the cars out there have gotten on a good lap. A couple out there that are blue that have messed their times up. So if they've got some really close behind them, the owners is to let the car through because they're on a qualifying time. 10 minutes left to go, or nearly 11, so still some time for the first run to finish. Oh, that's a spectacular livery there on Lewis's car. Very pretty.
Yeah, this split definitely has some nice looking paint jobs, some good artists.
Oh yes, it's many hours worth of effort for some of them.
Again, I just am envious of people that have that sort of skill. All I can do is make the car go relatively fast, and that's it. Looks like
Right.
a piece of poo, but it goes fast.
Yeah, that's a skill on its own for sure. Yeah, everyone, like I say, everyone's got their skill set. And the best thing with that is different people have different skills, and which makes a good team. There we go. That's my positive vibe for tonight. As the lap times start coming in, F. Stanley in the BMW, just 2 minutes flat, just a little bit over. And Paul Britt in the McLaren, just a tiny bit behind him.
Yeah, nice and close on that first lap. I wonder if it's second or third lap, which is going to be a bit quicker, or whether the punishment the tyres take here are going to make it a later in the session lap time sort of thing coming up. Although you did say the track was optimal too, so the track's probably not going to improve a lot either. Sometimes we see the track changing a little bit over a session with weather and things like that.
Yes, and we just saw Lewis there give way to a car that was much faster behind him, so a bit of respect there and sportsmanship. And another car backing over to the side, which I think was the car he let through. So obviously the faster car made a slight error and decided to abort. And with your question earlier, I found for me it was the fourth rolling lap. So when I left the pits, it was the fourth lap was my fastest lap.
Oh yeah, that's really cool to see. Looks like everyone's getting some pretty decent bankers in. Getting pretty tight like it was last week, this group. It's a little bit spread out the front. That mid-pack though is pretty jammed together.
Yeah, the first 12 spots separated by just over 1.5 seconds, and bigger gaps down to 19th being around about 3 seconds. So there are plenty of times to come. Good bankers, like you were saying there, Justin.
I'm sure it's going to compress up a little bit more as everyone really gets dialed in as well. Again, last week, what was it? It was like 6 cars within a few tenths at the front. Like it was the first 3 were within a tenth, and the next, and then the next few were only a few tenths behind them.
Oh, some good battle packs of tight qualifying. Yeah, it's so hard to pick. You can see the people are really pushing very, very hard already. Some yellow flags and people returning to pits. Would your strat be 2 runs or one slightly longer run?
I usually like 2 runs, but it depends. You know, like with 2 runs, you have to make sure you're a little bit more precise, where you can just like slowly build up. I generally think I go a little bit faster with 2 runs, but it's like more knife edge, because if you stuff up your first run and you don't get a good lap, then you tend to, you know, the pressure's on to get that last. Your second run's generally a little bit shorter, and so you tend potentially to run out of time or have to throw it all out there. A bit of a wiggle
Yeah.
for the Porsche.
Yeah, tricky one. Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of blue cars on the first sector, so I'm guessing they're the people on this trying for 2 runs. So we got Cook in the McLaren. I still have trouble with that logo, leading the AMs, and Bub now potentially is leading the Pro-Am class. There's some more times to come. Looks like car number 27 has his DSQ cleared, so it looks like he can potentially go out and get some laps done.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, and that's Mr. Smith, who did quite well finishing second in the class, if I remember right, last week. He was definitely very quick in practice. I remember we were pointing out that.
Oh, yes, he was
Hopefully gets the time.
definitely had some fast pace there. That's a good take on a corner there. Porsche pushing very hard there for Thomas.
Let's see if he improves. Going around. Last corner now. Oh. There's a jump up. I don't think he did improve, no. Whoa.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. I see.
Oh, did they climb? Oh, no, he just went off. Okay. Gotta be careful about when you pull off to the side, not to go into the pit lane traffic.
Oh, it's a busy one there. It's like high speed in and out.
Glenn, do you mind if we look at some of the more front runners now? Thank you very much. Okay. Whoa, wow. 585 in the Lambo.
And Rose in Rose in 909 is only 1/10 off Paul Britt in F4P2.
Same as last week. Very, very
Ali-
close.
Ali's up there, Chan's up there. He was pretty quick last week. I think Stanley was pretty quick as well.
That with a time like that, you got to think the Pro-Am's not going to be lasting long. He's going to be up in the Pro in no time.
Yes, I agree. It's his black background is looking more shady of grey. It's changing to white.
That's very quick. And again, I just realised the times they're doing at the top, they're a mid 95s. Sorry, 59s. Dyslexia kicking in. But that's very fast for a Pro-Am to be doing like a 2-minute flat or even slightly under.
Yeah, because the endurance race at this circuit this weekend, I think a lot of people have been practicing. So I expect the top half of the grid to be actually pretty tight and competitive because people know what they're doing because just by the sheer number of laps they've needed to do and getting their long runs in place as well.
Very cool. Yeah, it's starting to tighten up the front again. Slight improvements here and there.
Scani pushing very hard. I mistook his car. That was a very similar colour scheme he had last year, I think. The one I saw was from Chad Predovich in the number 76 Mercedes. So apologies for the mix-up there. But Scani looks like he's pushing very, very hard there, getting very wide. It's P24 at the moment, and still some room to improve. Because he was very quick in his, what did he drive? The Lamborghini for his endurance race. So it's a slightly different car. So see how quickly he adapts. And that's the other thing as well. Some drivers are swapping cars between sprint race tonight and the endurance race qualifying last weekend and the endurance race this weekend.
Yeah, that doesn't make it easy, especially when it's something like a Porsche, which you've got to drive a lot differently to everything else. It doesn't appear to be that fast a car here, the Porsche, because the couple of the pros are a fair bit off the pace in the Porsche there with Albel and D. Wilson. And, down at 16th and 18th in the Porsches. Maybe this track's really not suiting them.
Scania improved his time, but only made 2-3 spots there. So I think we've got enough room for one lap on this run. As he goes very wide with a bit of a slide there. I think he kept it. Could be some good pace maintained through the corner there. Everyone on now is potentially 1 or 2 laps to go. So if the track is optimum, I don't think it'll get rubbered in too much more.
So Stanley's gone pole again. So that those front three pretty much within a 10th, same as last week. Is it? Oh, never mind. Never mind. What? He does it 8-8.
Where did that come from? It's got to be valid because it's on the board.
Yep. I quite literally was just talking about how close it was, and he just goes bang, 6/10s faster. Holy cow, that is really fast.
You've got the reverse commentator curse.
Yeah. Chat's going to be asking, talk about me.
Yeah, yes, and I just noticed Kai Rudin and Chan very close together in their times as well. So anyone you can see here is slightly out of position. I can see the pro of J Convoy in the Ferrari, who's just improved. Excellent. Reverse commentator curse tonight. That's the flavour tonight, people. Reverse commentator curse. I called it.
Sounds good. How's my volume now? I just turned it up a little bit because chat was saying I was a little bit quiet. Is that a bit more volume in it?
Yeah, I hear much better now. I can hear you good before. Can hear you better again now.
As long as we're not going into the peaky, boomy loudness or whatever.
So Stanley's finished his qualifying run. Now it's up to Britt and Rose to see if they can make any improvements, as well as Waiaru and Kairuden.
I believe. Yeah, I was going to say, I believe Britt's just done because he improved about a 10th, but that's all he got. Yeah, he was 6/10 behind. Now he's 5.8, now 0.58. So yeah, that's just a ridiculous time. The only BMW in the top 20 though, which is interesting.
Well, that wouldn't have put you off at all, would it?
No. So it probably wasn't too distracting because it wasn't too crucial a part of the track, but it can just distract you for a little bit, you know, half a tenth or two. And you don't accelerate, and that's a big long straight after that corner, so it's a very important corner. This track is filled with important corners, to be honest. There's lots of time to be made everywhere.
Yes. A couple of cars to watch is kind of a 195 and 99. They're the last of the runners, slowly closing in on the people going through Spoon now. As a car went off, but I didn't see who it was. Car 585 won't be a valid lap. And at the front, we got 165. And car number 3, which we're watching now. Poor Brett, go.
Can you bring it home? Running the tight line to the finish. And a little bit faster again. So really consistent times, but unfortunate. Yeah, 0.48 off the lead time.
Okay, 2 more cars coming through. Only one valid one, which is car number 99. Can he make any improvements? I don't think so.
You don't know it snaps so quickly. It's hard to tell.
Yes. Oh, that is qualifying done. So this is round 3 of the Simrigs Sprint Series, AP Green at Suzuka. So the drivers will be making their setup. Looks like it's a dry race, clear. We'll find it's an hour-long race, so we'll find out in about half an hour's time if it's going to rain or not. If we could choose a car closer to the front, we can go through the qualifying grid. So, F. Stanley, P. Britt, M. Rose, positions 1, 2, and 3. Our best pro-am, Waiaru. Apologies if I got your name wrong. And car number 585. Then we have Kairuden, Chan, Madison, Vettenegger, Maddox, and Convoy as the remaining pros being in top 10.
Yeah, there's a bit of an outlier there with that, with 585. How do you say his name again?
I'm going for Waiaru.
Waharu. I'm just gonna butcher that every time I try it. But that's some serious pace. Really liking the Lambo around here.
Yes, it's the Lambo's been rumoured to be very fast here in the first sector, so he must have got his time down really good. Just want to quickly go through the standings, if I may. I'm just going to read it off the list on the screen here. If there's anything you wish to join in on there, Justin, just jump on in. But we have Vettenegger leading the series. Car number 999 in the Ferrari is on 225 points. Paul Britt, car number 3 in the McLaren on 220. Sean Madison, car number 60 in the Honda, 210 points. Then we go down to Sean Bubb now in P7 overall, leading Pro-Am, car number 165 in the Lamborghini on 160 points. Then we got Eric Scarney, car number 195 in the Porsche on 120 points. And position 3 in 11th position overall is Ray Smith, car number 27, Pro-Am Ferrari on 109 points. Then we go down to my favourite class, the AMs in overall. A very good George Cook, car number 14 in the McLaren, 16th overall. 30 seconds to go. Drivers, start your engines. And second in the answer, we have Ben Thomas, car number 201 in the Porsche in 66 points. And trying to find a third. I keep resizing my screen. The third, we have Aidan Payne in the Ferrari, car number 323 on 42 points. Good luck, everybody, as their drivers drive me. Whew, I'm out of breath. Looks like we lost you there for a moment there, Justin. So I'll go through the...
I'm back. Sorry about that. I literally ran to the toilet as you went through. I was like, oh, I can quickly do it.
Too much info, too much info. I see a cloud. It looks like rain. I swear it's rain.
Right.
So in the sprint race tonight, we have a 1 hour race with one mandatory pit stop for tyres. Fuel is optional, but obviously less fuel's faster. If you're going to take a tyre stop, as well top up some fuel. The pit window opens after 5 minutes and pit window closes with 5 minutes to go.
Is it still 30 seconds for a pit stop? For tyres stop?
It is. So it's generally a 30-second stop, which includes they don't wipe your windscreen. I've noticed that, but you do get fuel. Fuel's a few seconds and any damage, and hopefully you lined up straight.
Very good. Starts are always interesting here. We'll see how long the field stays double file.
I was just watching a safety car pushing very hard through the second deck nut.
Pretty cool looking thing, actually.
It's a very fast Bentley. Seeing he's pushing really hard, that's his maximum pace, is what I heard. Some say.
Okay. Is that why there's no one running it, or is that a forced thing by the series?
No, it's fallen out of favour of the BOP, which is the balance of performance, unfortunately. Yeah,
Okay.
I think the model they got is the 2019 model, and so a lot of the other cars are 2020s and advanced. Although I think the Assens are 2019, but I haven't. I'll be honest, I've never really checked that hard. So yeah, so obviously the newer cars coming through generally have a better flavour until they get popped out of existence. But Stanley in the BMW, that's an impressive time. Oh, there's a face on the livery though.
Trying to figure out whether that's like his stream logo or something like that. Like that definitely looks like a YouTube channel or a Twitch channel logo that you would have.
Yeah. It's that was also our AM leader in Mr. Cook there. Right, safety car pulls away. Cars are going side by side. I will continue the first lap call, which I don't normally do. I'm trying to get better, everybody. So if I get a bit tongue twisted and you take a breath, I'm learning and getting better. But I only get better by doing it.
Yeah, don't stress about it. Just enjoy it. And also, one thing I want to point out: this track is so much narrower than last week. Like, look at the difference of the cars. They're nearly having to touch each other to stay side by side.
Oh, it's also a very slippery track. I found that the areas of issue will be the Degners and the hairpin as the cars line up, getting very close to the start. The Simrigs Suzuka race. Cars are very edgy, a little bit of touching and forwarding. The green light will go where probably P10 crosses the start-finish line. Race start speed initialized. Very close there by the Mercedes. And we're away! The one Mercedes take a bit of a dive in the middle. Stanley's protecting his line going into the first corner. Cars are going through side by side. It looks pretty managed. No yellow flags as yet. A lot of respect given. It's getting a bit of space opening up at the front half. The back half is getting a bit congested there. We've is that Britt's managed to take the lead over Stanley? No, Stanley's still maintaining his lead over Britt. Most of the cars getting through the first S's really cleanly. A little bit of a gap now happening from the P1 and 2 over P3. Oh, we got some yellows happening in the middle of the S's. Looks like there's some people at the back. Doesn't seem to have impacted the mid-pack. Going through the Degners now, leading up under the bridge. Everyone's keeping close. A nice single file happening there. Watching as the Lamborghinis are diving into the hairpin. No massive dive bombing at the moment. One of the Porsches, it looks like it's had a bit of a look on the inside of a Ferrari. Coming through. So far, so good. Everyone's got through. Only one car who hasn't made it cleanly. The trailing at the back, but still running it's good. Pass under pressure from, looks like Wilson behind. Going through the spoon. The first lap on the spoon is going to be very tricky. It's very slippery. And we're coming up to the 130R as Stanley has pulled out a sizable gap on lap 1 already over Paul Brett. Kai Ruden's staying pretty close behind Waharu. And it's been a very tame first lap so far. No major dive bombing happening. Cars are all clear. I would say that it, wait for it. Everyone's nearly through the first chicane, last chicane, and that's a very good lap for everybody. Whew, I need a breath.
Yeah, well done. That was good. I'm glad you took it because my internet decided to go on the fritz right as literally for that whole lap. There was just big bro body chunks and things moving around and darting around. I'm like, uh oh, please don't drop out. So if I do sound robot-y, feel free to talk over the top of me and take over. But yeah, that was well done again by Slip Blue. Yes. Very clean.
Looks like the car that had the issue on lap 1 was Mike Crick. He's gone into the pits, which unfortunately won't count for a pit stop for him. It's the pit window is actually closed, so he's gone in for repairs and hopefully nothing too significant, and he can still continue to have a good race.
Yeah, that must mean he must have some pretty severe damage to be coming in. You'd try to go just another 2 laps, even if it was pretty bad.
He did swap out from the Aston as Smith takes a good look in the car in front of him. The cars seem much closer now going into the hairpin.
It's a very long snake we've got going here.
And so far, it's also been very even. At the moment, I can't see any major gaps forming. As Mike leaves the pits, so he's still on the lead lap, but he's a long way behind, which is good news. I don't think he got lapped. I was going to say he was in the Aston Martin last week, so he's driving the Honda this week as... Was that Vic Laws making a pass?
So...
No. Sorry, it was Falconer making a move on McLaws. Looks like he had a bit of a moment leaving the spoon and had a bit of a slide as he was getting around and lost a bit of traction for the high speed.
Got a few crumpled bumpers on the front of a couple of cars here, so maybe that's where the action happened.
That would have been a bit of mid-pack. So if there's anything untoward, the stewards would be advised if someone feels like they were compromised, and any penalties would be shown through.
So Mir is looking very pacey here, all over the back of Mr. Britt.
Oh, it's a bit of a wiggle there by Brett there, pushing through the S's.
Love to see the differences in the cars and as they fly through the Degner, that's how you say it, right?
That's what I'm going with. Looks like Paul might be holding up Mir there, and Waharu is also closing up behind as well. That Mercedes looks very planted. And this battling is allowing Stanley to leave. Oh, is there going to be a move coming on? There's a bit of defense happening there. I didn't see who it was, but it looks like it's Johnson. No, 2 cars from Roger McLaws. I think McLaws might be the bottle in this genie here. That does not make sense. A bottle in a genie. Sorry, everyone.
That's all good.
Fine.
I was
Coconut
just, like,
bottle is
sitting
what I
there-
meant to say.
Yeah, coconut bottle. Genie in the
Yeah.
bottle.
That's it. And Smith went a bit wide through the spoon there, so relieving a bit of pressure on the course.
Oh, someone's actually gone right off. There's a yellow flag there. 27.
Oh, that was Smith. He
That's
was out.
Smith.
Yeah, he went wide. Maybe he tried. Won't know what happened, but potentially went wide, had a bit of a bump and pushed him out because that's a very negative, downward, slippery corner.
Yeah, it's very dirty off the line, and it's also there's nothing but gravel immediately off the track. So, yeah, you tend to just fly. Like once you're out there, you're out there. It's very hard to bring back. So he's all the way back down in second last now. Once again, looks at 9. He's really good for this first set.
Sorry there, Justin, you're just breaking up there. Yeah, so he was, got our first drive through, which is Payne in one of our AMs. Possibly track limits there as he's going through the pits. Hopefully he can, looks like he'll stay on the lead lap, which would be good. And at the front we have Brits managed to fall back a little bit behind Stanley. It's looking like it's nearly close to 1 second a lap. So the battle between Britt and Rose is making it very challenging for Britt to actually push ahead and get closer to Stanley. Waiaru is keeping in close, but not fighting. Maybe he's just holding back, waiting for any mishappenings happening up the front so he can make a move. He has a little bit of a look to put Britt off pace. Doesn't seem she does have a early corner entry, has a bit more speed. We'll see as she goes out the end of the corner and down the straight. We'll get to see when they hit 130R whether the Mercedes has an extra overpower over the McLaren. They look pretty level pegging, and all three of them take the 130R at great pace and stay on the circuit. Under braking, Mia lines up straighter, faster, but all cars seem to be at the same pace. So I would say Britt is actually holding Rose up. We'll have to wait to the pit stops, whether it'll be an early one or a late one. We'll wait and see. Another close battle between Maddox and Convoy.
Yeah, a lot of battles happening out there. So, this.
Sorry, mate. Didn't know you were back.
Oh, sorry.
No, all
Yeah,
good.
there's not many big gaps appearing in the field. Everyone seems to be getting caught up in little battles here and there, which is exciting to see.
There's a little one starting to form now as we watch the cars go around the turn one. So that little group's starting to fall behind. But I think that group is fighting very, very hard. I saw a lot of side-by-side action for a few corners while we're watching the leaders.
Nothing like a bit of hard racing creates some gaps. Someone gets past someone and the next person in line says, I want to get past them too, and all of a sudden you lose a second because you're having to move over for someone that's up the inside. And yeah, look at this line of cars that wasn't a line of cars 5 corners ago. They're going side by side again. Oh, brave. Oh, they're off.
That
They
was
pulled it
out.
on.
It looks like they maintained it very tight.
Oh.
A bit of a bump there.
Very aggressive driving.
As we see, Thomas went a little bit deep into the corner, and which allows the two Hondas. Looking at 2 Porsches. So is there a move being made? Because Thomas was the AND driver who qualified quite well and actually had a good start by the looks of it, and he's led up. Mia's certainly getting very close to Brett. Oh, it's a contact. I'll wait to see. And stays on track.
Doesn't end in tears, but it nearly did. So that's hurt Mia a bit as she's fallen back probably about half a second or so. See as we cross the line. Yeah.
I think there's not be much car damage for that one. Not sure if that'll be a play on with the stewards there, but there was a bit of a gap there given, and she went for it. Not the Ayrton Senna style of I'm going to go like it or not. I think it was a fair move to try, and the gap closed down.
Yeah, the hard thing there is because she probably isn't in his mirrors at that point. He's just come across back to the the racing line and gone, oh, she's there. And that happens quite regularly. Good job by both drivers not to trip up, and me almost ditching it on the grass a little bit not to trip him up as well. So, well played.
And that shows the quality of the races that we have here in OOR.
Yeah, definitely. The driving standards is something that's always made OOR so much fun to be a part of. Driving and commentating. You know, if there is a little mishap, it's usually a mistake, and a just penalty is handed out when you unfortunately cause someone else's race to go amok. But it's just like the real thing, really, except it doesn't cost us millions of dollars when we do it as well. So it's even better.
That's right, just cost us until next week.
Yeah. Madison, a little bit off the pace this weekend. How fast they were last week.
Using the Honda, from what I understand, it's a bit of a handful. Oh, that looked a bit... Well,
Wow.
To me, that looked wobbly through 130, huh?
Yeah. It's a bit of a bumpy ride. Oh, that's a lot of curb.
But
They're
isn't that the
definitely
fastest way? Yeah, but isn't that the fastest way throughout the chicane? Just like bash the curbs as best you can?
I guess so, yeah. It probably is. It depends on the car and how you're running your setup. You know, it is a sprint race, so I'm sure they're sort of not treating the car as nice as they would during an enduro.
And
Oh.
Madison here, all over the back of Kai Rudin, he definitely wants to get through.
It's actually Chan on the back of Madison, I believe.
Was
Right. Yeah, it's Chan's in the. Or am I just reading it wrong? Yeah. This is Madison in the Honda, just in front of Chan. So the Chan's dropped way back there.
And after 6 laps, the lead at the front's now stretching out to close to 5 seconds. So Stanley's certainly got the pace on this race.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. Really, really, really fast driving. It just came out of. It felt like it came out of nowhere in qualifying too. Just all of a sudden, one lap, bang, 6/10 faster than the next. But clearly, he had that pace that he could keep doing every single lap.
Yeah, and it looks like Rose is not catching up to the back of Britt as fast as what I thought. Or maybe holding back a little bit.
Possibly. Just I mean, she did go off the road too a little bit there, so maybe some dirty tyres and a big slide. Sometimes you can damage your tyres, but it wasn't too much, but it wouldn't have been perfect. Plus, sometimes you just got to let yourself settle back in again. She has pulled 1.2 seconds on the
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini behind. Yeah, it was, the logo's a bit too grainy for me because my intent's been played up, but I was like, it's the black, not a square, it's a it's Lamborghini. Yeah, so yeah, she's pulled out quite a bit on the car behind and slowly, well, actually, yeah, reeling in quite fast now.
There we go.
Put her head down.
Taking the time, get the tyres back in the window, ease up, and sometimes you get mentally flustered. I'm not saying that these guys and drivers and girls at the front get flustered, but it's like, take it back, settle down, get the nerves down again, and then attack again.
The best do, even if it's for a few corners, even the best do. You just get a little bit in your head. You're like, man, they moved on me under brakes, and I had to go off to avoid a big crash, and and you think you replay it a couple of times, and then you're like, am I going to get in trouble? No, all right, let's play on, and then you go, but that's 30 seconds later, and you've still been driving the whole time. So yeah, good job. Oh, they're pushing hard through there.
I will draw some attention to our P19 driver, Thomas Lead Am in the BMW, doing a great job. He's got a bit of pressure behind him from Appreciato, who's no slouch, but in a Porsche, which is a bit of a handful at times.
Representing OR there with the OR logos on the car, which is cool to see.
And that's one of the requirements for our liveries that are custom. We need to have OR livery, a logo, and our title sponsor, Simrigs. Speaking of Simrigs, if you're a patron of OOR, you get a 5% discount on your purchases. And while I'm at it, please like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah, don't forget to press the like button each time we do a live stream. I know there's a lot of people there watching. Helps in the algorithm. Helps YouTube know that you like watching these, and we'll remind you next time we go live.
Hopefully you can hear me. I've got a slight technical issue at my console. My videos have stopped working.
Oh, okay. That's all right. Give it a little refresh. I'll carry from here as Mr. Britt has actually copped a 10-second penalty. I believe that would probably be for moving under brakes. That's what I'm guessing it's for. Like, Mia did have her nose alongside the outside, and it appears, yeah, the stewards didn't like it, so they've handed out a medium-sized penalty, I'd say. The smallest they can hand out is 5, I believe, and a 10-second is a fairly stern warning. It luckily, probably because it didn't end up too badly. It cost me a couple of seconds. Oh, man, he's pushing really hard using all the track and some. As we continue along. So we've got a couple of close battles coming up here, and we're coming up with some lap traffic, I believe. Yes. So the leaders are versing their first lot of lap traffic. Hopefully they get out of the way nice and soon. He's powering along very quickly. Again, Mia sort of, yeah, really lack of band catching is the way I like to describe this with Britt and Rose here, where she catches right up on certain parts of the track and then drops away again. So she seems to be slow in the third sector, or sorry, somewhere between sector 2 and 3. She's pretty fast at the end of sector 3 here, through the chicane and through the first sector. She gets all over him, but it's really hard to put a pass on through sector 1 apart from turn 1. So let's see if she gets stuck right up behind Britt again. Britt might just be looking after his tyres a bit more as well. Or they just could be running completely different setups. That can also happen. Here she goes, all like absolutely catching so much. It'd be like if you combine their times together, that's probably what Stanley's doing, right? If you could combine the best sectors of the track. Stanley has been just absolutely storming away, at least half a second to a second a lap. So we're about to get right up on some traffic. There we go. Gets nicely out the way. Yeah, Mia looks like she's using the grass every single lap. I'm pretty sure she is. She's just flicking the grass every lap time through there, through the Degness. Alrighty, as we take a look back at Pass in the Ferrari. Welcome back, Damiano, mate. How's it looking?
Still getting everything together.
Very good. That's all right. The front runners have caught up to some traffic, so they're having to navigate that too, while continuing on to do battle and as fast a times as possible. Man, there's so many Porsches in this mid-pack in this class. Yeah, popular car.
All right. Oh, we'll lead in with, hi guys, I'm here, Damiano. Oh, I said it wrong. Damiano here? Yeah.
Ah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're right. There is a lot of Porsches. I drove the Porsche here last night, and I found after about 10 minutes of driving, the car just wanted to do right angle turns every time I wanted to do something. So whatever I've done to my setup, wrong.
That's the Porsche if your setup's a little bit wrong. That's it. Like so it's been a bit hard. Oh, Rose has actually gone past Britt. Oh, we've missed that, unfortunately, but
Oh, an on-track pass.
yes, Oh, this is where. Oh no, she's. What's going on?
Yeah, she's in front.
Yeah,
And Brit's pushing very hard behind. So
I was going to say that was a big close-up. So again, they seem to be. I was mentioning as you were going that she's much faster in some parts of the track, and he's much faster in the other parts of the track. And probably if you combine the two of them together, that's probably what Stanley's doing out the front there, because he's just zooming along. Like they definitely, I called it lacquer band catching, where they just come close and then bounce away, and then come close and then bounce away. It was unbelievable to see. But me obviously getting close enough to be able to do a pass somewhere in that first sector, or maybe even into the last chicane.
Yeah, and we're about 8 minutes away from the first realistic range of pit stops, so we'll see if she goes in early, if she had a bit of tyre wear. But being such a short stint, I don't think the tyres would be hammered that much to warrant a pit stop so early.
No, she's seems to be zooming away pretty quickly here. She's up 5/10 now. See if she continues to pull away, or whether the slipstream is a big of a factor in what I'm thinking it is.
I found it, for me, it wasn't great, but I was under power going down the main straight and the back straight, the Porsche. Even though it is faster, this version of the Porsche, it's still not super fast, as our lead and Thomas is pressuring Scani. Is that right? Am I reading this right?
No, that's
no, other way around.
The Porsche behind him. Porsche. Yeah, the problem is there's so many Porsches, so it's one of the Porsches. It's number 11 Porsche. That's about half a second behind Scani. No, not Scani, sorry. Thomas.
I've cursed you now.
Yes.
No, Thomas, our lead amp, doing a very good job of keeping a Preciado behind him in the Porsche. And the Bell's a couple seconds behind, and a few seconds behind that is Lewis, and another few seconds behind is Thomas in second in another Porsche in the AM class. So there's a bit of space there, so good clean running. And it looks like we have Hook here closing up on Thomas. He was very quick through the first corners to close that gap right up.
And Cook definitely getting a few little wobbles on through there. Oh, as this gap's closed right up again on these two. Very close. Going to look for a move here, I'm certain. Oh, actually just letting him pass. Okay.
I think he got probably a little bit spooked there, because it's tricky to go side by side through there and have a good line for the spoon. I got put off, and I saw some other guys get put off a little bit, and very hard to keep it going through the spoon in a fast way. And you're going down the corners, it was very, you're offline and you went slower. Actually,
Yeah,
that was
that- Sorry?
I called it wrong. That wasn't before spoon, that was after
That was after
the first corners, after the hairpin.
Yep. Oh man, it's again, it's a narrow track, so a lot of parts of the track become quite difficult side by side, or a lot slower. So sometimes just letting them pass is faster for your overall race time. Yes, you've lost a position, but potentially the people that you're potentially catching in front is actually more of the game plan. The person can pull you along to the next car up the line of cars. Got a good little battle here.
Yeah, McKellar was giving trouble. I'm having trouble to see who's behind who. It's McKellar's behind Scaluna. Am I reading that right? Yeah, McKellar's the second blue car. Yeah, he's diving around behind in the Porsche in front, trying to put him off his lines and going into the corners. So we'll see how he goes through the Degners and see if he does a fake of moves or not.
Spread out a little bit there, yeah. Maybe the Porsche is just very quick through that section of the track.
Yeah, he had a very good handle on the Porsche. He hit the curves very hard, and the car was moving around, but very much maintained some good speed through there. Going through the hairpin, not so smooth.
No, just a little bit too narrow on the entrance and then running wide on the exit. And cost himself a fair bit of time there with the on-board.
I think the Porsche's weakness is around this corner as well. They've sort of got the grip to get around. There's a little twitch there by Cicaluna. Got a good drive out at the final corner. Let's see how fast here he should be able to maintain the pace to McKellar, and the 130R is probably some of the strength on the Porsche, depending which wing he's got. Big lift there by the Lamborghini as the Porsche goes wide, defends the line into the chicane.
I think that's just where he ended up after 130R. That was a good little slide and save. Oh,
here he goes. Got a move on happening now.
I was going to say it's a little bit hard to tell because there's probably a bit of ping difference between the two drivers. It's a little bit of that rubber banding effect you get when someone's slightly higher ping, but they're definitely the 111 gets through nice and smoothly. That pace there, that was nice.
Yeah, so the Porsche took the discretion, was the better way, not have an accident and get through cleanly. As our P5 made a pit stop, our lead Pro-Am driver is now boxed.
Yeah, it's a little bit early, but it's within the window though. It's well within the window, like, you know, around the 30-minute mark would be optimal.
And judging by the cloud cover and the weather that we can see at the moment through the window, we look like it's not going to be rain, so took the opportunity to know that it's not going to rain and pits for new tyres.
Yes, as we've got the pack now starting to deal with some of the lap traffic. So Scap's really opened up. McKellar's really zoomed away actually. That Lamborghini being really fast.
Yeah, the first sector was... Oh, he's got under pressure from behind him as well. Where are we looking at now? We got Haas with...
That's some lap traffic behind?
Lap traffic? Yeah, I think it's lap traffic. Because that's not a... There we go. The orange car behind is the Porsche of Eric Scarney in P12 behind Pass.
So he's comfortable, but going a more simple paint job. There's so many extravagant ones. I think sometimes the simple one looks a lot more race car-y as well.
And P2 pits, so it's going to be a race on now with a 10-second penalty to Brett. So he'll be coming up a little bit further back, so it's not really a race for P2, P3 there.
It'll actually be potentially the cars behind looking to make up a place or two.
Yes. So Brett was about 1 or 2 seconds behind, or right on top of Rose there. With his penalty, he'll probably drop him down to close to 4th, depending, of course. And Kyrudin was the next racer to Rose. But he would be 6 seconds behind, so Rose has got a little bit of a gap to work with. As some of their more midfield cars are pitting. They were pitting from P11 and 12.
Rose is out. This is the important part on the cold tyres. Making sure you don't make mistakes, make sure you don't kill your tyres. She's in P14, no 15, according to the deltas. 16, 17? No, what's going on? Oh, okay, because they're passing the end of the sector here.
Yeah.
So she's probably going to only drop 1 or 2 more spots as she comes through. Yeah, so she's going to be in P18.
Yes, I'd say that'd be right, because Waharu pitted earlier, and he was that driver was the closest one behind that has done a pit. So Rose is the lead pit stopper.
As we get the lovely voiceover in the game saying the race is half done. So we're right on the 30 minute. There's Mr. P-Brit pits as well.
And now we get to see how long some of the other drivers go for.
So Madison's pitting as well. I wonder if anyone's running an odd strategy of going really long
wouldn't imagine any of the Porsches going along. I could imagine a Ferrari and BMWs going along. The Lamborghinis would be a bit faster as we got a move going on here.
There we go.
Oh, very close there.
Without Mark doing the camera work, we haven't been ogling the horrible, the bright, colourful liveries, the meme liveries as I call them. I reckon we saw 50% of it this car last weekend.
Oh yeah, the pineapple car. Well, what we need is the pizza car and the pineapple car to land on top of it.
Yeah, they crash into each other or something. Yeah.
maybe make that a demonstration run. I don't want to ruin anyone's race. As Waru is having a bit of a look there behind the non-pitted and driver Carlson. Carlson doing a good job. Oh, a bit of a slide. Oh, Waru really does want to have a look through here. He's very much faster. Fresh tyres.
Yeah, he's actually very stuck, isn't he? Because he wasn't that far behind Mia, but now well over 5 seconds behind, nearly 6 in fact. I think it's about 3 or 4 behind her.
He's also got Jam behind him.
There, wow, it's brave blocking. Oh, he's off.
Pressure.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, that was Warren has been driving really, really well all day, so hopefully he can stay in the top 5.
I thought Carlson did a very good job there. A lot of pressure. He would have seen nothing. He wouldn't have even seen the front of the car. It just would have been the windscreen. The driver is in his rear vision mirror.
Yeah, it's hard when you're an amateur, and it's also fresh tyres right behind you that's just come out of the pits, one of the fastest guys in the field, all over you.
Oh, a lot of pitting at the top of the grid here, or top of the pack.
Say Stanley's pit. Yeah, a big chunk of them have pitted.
Who does that leave for going along? We got Madison. I can't imagine Skiluna going longer in car 280.
Stanley's already leaving the pits too, so that is... Oh, I was ahead. Wow. It's quite a long pit lane, isn't it? If I remember right. Or not that long, but it's a bit of a stop. It's longish, yeah. It's not
Longish.
Nothing's as long as Spa, but it's longish.
Spa. We had to change the rules for Spa. If you got a drive-through for track limits, I think you had to. I think they actually
just added 30
interfered.
seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just too brutal. Like, you might as well just DNF them.
Looks like McKellar had did a bit of pit speeding there, so that's going to ruin his day a little bit. Considering I can't see any 10 seconds here, most people are doing a very good job on the pit entry, pit exit.
Yeah.
Maybe Carlson's going to be going for the long strat here. Doing all right. He's getting past. Oh, he's getting passed by lots. So, has he pitted? Doesn't look like it. Did he go off? I didn't see any yellow markers on the screen though.
Not sure. As I've actually just realised Matt's actually pulled in a second or so on Stanley, thanks to pitting a little bit earlier. He's looking really pacey. I believe if she didn't get held up quite as much by Britt at the start, should be possibly quite a bit further up, as Britt's actually pulled out like quite a bit further back, lost 3 places. Thanks to that penalty. Yeah.
And Rose, I think, also closed in on Stanley. Stanley definitely had 9-second lead.
Yeah. So yeah,
Rose chipped in on it.
Wonder if she's gonna keep that pace. We'll see as we go across the line. Passes everyone as well.
As a blue flagger did a very nice job of letting through, and
she just
see how he
got a second out. Wow, 6.5.
Oh, look at that pace, 159.5. Oh, not bad for a race pace.
Yeah, that's a qualifying pace done with quite a bit of fuel on board, with 20 minutes worth of fuel, or 25 minutes worth of fuel.
That's
very fast.
It's 2 seconds better than my qualifying lap.
Yeah. Impressive. We'll see if she can pull it all the way in. And maybe she's handling the traffic a little bit better, but it might be a combination. Okay, still 6.5. Sector 1, so nothing gained, nothing lost. Got Chan.
Really pushing very hard ones. Some dust being kicked up, going around the corners. Really pushing the limits of the track here.
And quite hard. 4/10 the difference between third and fourth.
It's also going to be very interesting as well because they're both in Lamborghinis, and so that's going to be evenly matched cars. So the difference is going to be the setup tweaks and driver ability.
Yeah, it's always good when you see two of the same car battling it out. So
And it's only one thing better than that: 2 cars battling out with very nice looking liveries there.
yeah. Again, this is for some serious position as well. You know, third or fourth is very well positioned. It's a long way.
It is. It's going to take the digital trophy tonight. I'm noticing 585 is taking a little bit more curbing on the what do they call that? The triangle? Is it triangle diamond chicane there? I forget the name of it.
The sausage curb.
The sausage curb chicane. no. At the chicane there, the Waru takes more of the curbing there. As he did a 59.9. That's still a cracking pace.
Yeah, they're zooming along. As Stanley's actually picked up the pace a little bit. He's pulled a couple of tenths on Mia there, so I've got a feeling maybe Mia could have hung on if she got past Prit a bit cleaner. Maybe she had a little bit of damage or something in that first run. I'm not sure. But now that she's come out of the pit, she's shown some serious pace. But it's just creeping out again. Stanley might have just taken a little bit longer to get his car up to pace.
As Comboy's looking for some pace, he had that was his qualifying position, I believe, 10, I think, very close behind Matic.
It was 9th or 10th. It was right there. I remember him being in the top 10. What is his livery?
Oh, I think did his kids do that one?
Oh, his kids did it? Okay.
I think so. There's squiggles everywhere.
Lots of squiggles, and I'm trying to figure out, is that a picture on it as well?
Yeah, I believe it was a unicorn.
Okay. Very cute.
Very tasteful. And he's got a pretty safe, these two are pretty safe in 9th and 10th, with the penalty, unfortunately, to McKellar. Gives them a 17 second gap. So P10 is a certainty, as long as you don't go off. So that's not certain. Contradicting myself. Oh. An interesting battle is, well, I can see in the timing is, Comboy's having a look. Didn't put him off.
He likes throwing the nose. He did this last weekend too, pointing the nose everywhere just to make it look like he might be having a pass. My advice, JC, if you watch this back, is do it when you're within about a car length or so, though. Like at about 3 cars back, at the other person I guess it kind of scares them. They're like, oh gee, am I going to get T-boned in the door? It's not really am I going to get past, it's am I going to get T-boned in the door when you're that far back. But when you get nice and close, that becomes very scary for, they might be trying to pass me.
And that's Britt behind Kai Rudin, trying to recover from his penalty earlier.
Yes. So if he's got the pace to put on some pass, he was very quick in qualifying and at the first half of the race.
Well, we know the Mercedes has a good amount of legs. I'm not sure how fast the Honda is, though.
Yeah, the Honda's the one in front, so hopefully when they get there we should just do a big straight horsepower drag, shouldn't we, with all the cars, and just see exactly, it's like which one is how fast with what settings, full wing, no wing, and that way we get a good idea of what it is.
Okay. Yeah,
how
I'll
fast
see.
that you can go.
I'll see you in a week when you get the answer for me.
Oh, there has to be some YouTube nerd guy out there that's done it, and done. They do it for all the other games, Like I can play Call of Duty, and I know exactly each damage of each bullet from each gun, but surely we can figure out the top speed or the speed of each car with lower swing and higher swing.
Yes. Also, another interesting battle pack is Preciado down in 15th. Oh, someone's gone around. That's Bell. He was in part of that battle pack, I believe, for Preciado, Bubnow, Scani, and McLaws. They're all within
Nice.
very close to team.
I messed up the OCD that I had going on with the like it was Lambo, Porsche, like Porsche, Lambo. It was a nice little pattern in the side there, but now it's just a mixture of Porsches and Lambos.
Speaking of which, we got 3 Porsches in a row. We got. This
There's
would
a
be
lot of Lambos.
Well, this will be. Here we go. This will be Britt's chance to get through. Blue flag gives some room, and looks like Kyrudin didn't lose much pace going through. I think that's corner Dunlop, heading into the Degnus. Oh, he got a bit of dirt on the first Degner. Went's gone wide on the second. They pulled it in good though.
Yeah, that really stuck. I mean, there is a lot of camber on that corner, so maybe running a little bit wide isn't hurting him too much, but yeah, the gap's next to nothing now. So he's really getting nice exits off the corner with the Mercedes. I noticed that last week when Mia was right near Britt as well. Really gets the power down nicely with the Mercedes.
The big nose on the car, big engine. Oh, Britt goes wide. And here we go, Preciado with Bub now. P15, P16. Who's in front of them?
Car. Up traffic?
I'm not sure, that could be Falconer?
Nah,
no, too
nah,
far in
that's the
front.
pineapple machine.
Yes. As you can see, he's giving some room here.
Very
good on track. It's a tough one to let through so many cars.
Yeah, it always hurts to have to let through 3 or 4 cars at a time, but unfortunately that what happens once you fall too far behind.
These guys are pretty close together, keeping it quite neat. I haven't seen, apart from the, it was Bell who made a bit of a boo-boo. Everyone has been pretty tight from what I can see here.
So, big shout out to Alex for donating $1. Thank you very much for supporting OOR. I'm sure it won't be wasted on chocolate milk. Or iced coffee.
As Bub now had a little look in the inside of 130R on Apreciado, trying to put him off, didn't work, and didn't compromise his own exit. Yes, so thank you for the donation.
How's
All
Peyton?
donations welcome.
Is Peyton in the split, or am I just blind? I don't see. Oh, Payne. Sorry, Payne.
And saw a yellow on the S's earlier. That was Chan, and car 333 had a little off going through the S's, pushing very hard behind Convoy. So Convoy's pulled out of the gap, got past him. So maybe that was a move, not sure. And here's Chan, and there's Convoy.
Yeah. We definitely did miss that because Chan must have had a big off because battling for 3rd and 4th.
No,
Chan, so
yeah.
good spot there. Chat nav. So yeah, that I would have not been able to see that. Must have possibly gone for a move or just made a small mistake because they were nose and tail 3rd and 4th. So as now the field's a bit more spread out up the front. As well, we've got Madison running wide. Oh no, this isn't Madison. Sorry, no, that's Britt and.
That's Britt and Kyrudin. So Britt gets through. And also,
sort of just gives that one up after running wide on 2 corners in a row.
let's see if we stay with him. We'll get his timed lap. How much did he drop? Oh, what's that? It's better part of 3 seconds.
Yeah.
as Roses falls back behind Stanley a little bit. The gap's reached out to 10 seconds now. Still a good bit of racing to be done with about 15 minutes to go as we approach 3 p.m.
Oh no, Scooney. Sorry to hear that. Car number 280 says that his internet was bricked after the family decided to watch YouTube, so he has been disconnected from the race.
Oh no!
Very sorry to hear that. That's a terrible one to have, as someone who grew up with terrible internet, and yeah, I even did things like calendar in when my races were and stuff like that. So it was like no one's allowed to use the internet during this time. It's much harder these days with all the devices that are connected as well to remind everyone. But yeah, I even got to the point where I'd turn off the Wi-Fi before my race would start, and that would work really well.
Yeah, that'll teach him.
How did you use 4G? Well, it's going, 3G back then. But yeah.
Some gaming, yes, but not this one where it's really time critical. I was foolishly on Wi-Fi for a little while, and a lot of teleporting in some races, but not all. So I got encouraged to run a cable through the house as Appreciator goes wide at the hairpin, and Bud now has a quick look but doesn't get through there. Scania in the other Porsche behind him is close, but not close enough to make a move. So yes, I've got a 20-meter land cable on the ground running through the house while I sim race. As Bud now goes wide, he's going to give Scania a chance down the back straight. He's come back on circuit really nicely. I don't think he's lost any pace at all. Is that a new line?
Sometimes you can just get it right. You can recover, if that makes sense. Like, some mistakes are worse than others, and he managed to make that one look pretty good.
He has a good amount of speed at the leading into the braking zone.
Yeah, that was really closing up fast. These Lambos have a fair bit of straight line speed. Mustn't be running a lot of wing as well. It's just constantly catching.
Yeah, I ran my Porsche full wing, so I could take 130R nicely, and so I'm curious to see what's going to happen through the twisty bits here, because the Lamborghinis are rumoured to be extremely fast through here. And he's very close, where it's put a bit of a gap in that Porsche sandwich.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to follow through here too, because you can't really spot your apexes. Oh no!
Oh,
Oh, I said it. It's hard to follow, and good cather, good catch.
I don't think it was that. It looked like the Porsche in front had a bit of a wobble. Actually, not even sure the Porsche had a bit of a wobble. He just had excellent drive going through.
Yeah.
I think it's Dunlop there, and just caught him off guard.
A little bit too much drive, maybe. It just stepped out.
It's time to recover. I think we got about 6 laps, potentially 7 laps left in the race. There's time to recover. As Cascani and Kawa 195's closest up on Appreciator in P14.
Cascani might have the potential to close up the gap.
He was being close with in the Appreciator, Bud now and himself. He always stayed within about 0.2 seconds. I've raced with him quite often. We're pretty evenly paced, but he's pulled out in pace now these days. So I reckon he can have a go at it.
He's got a nice line through there. Catching a little bit more time.
What time's they getting at the moment in P14?
Let's see. Say 202?
Yeah, low 202s, 202.0. It's very good times there for the mid-pack.
Yeah, well done. So, what's happened to Pass? How has Pass ended up further back with a penalty as well? Must have got tangled up with someone. Pass, I believe, was in like P2 or 3 for his class.
No, for his class.
For his class, yeah, wasn't he up there? Or am I just imagining things? I had a feeling Pass was up there a little bit further than that, but that's maybe I'm just imagining things.
No, I think you're right. Maybe I had a bit of a moment. Because I was judging it by the penalties, so where the little red boxes are.
Alright, so yeah, I was going to say the front's really settled down now. There's no one too close at the front. Kyron and Britt are the only close cars, like within a second of each other, all within the top sort of 20-ish.
Lewis is just a few tenths behind Pass. Bell is only less than a second behind, and we have Wood and Johnson here, also about a second behind each other. So a few little battles kicking on, which is very good for the racing. And I'm going to say it, there hasn't been any big accidents tonight.
Not that we've caught. There was definitely been a few. There's a few penalties out there, and there's a few cars that are way out of position from where they were at one point.
Just minor indiscretions, nothing to talk about.
Did our fourth place runner go to? He was right behind. What was his name? Chan. Where's Chan gone?
Oh yeah,
Just disappeared.
He's dropped off the list completely.
Yes. So I think Chan has maybe called it a night or had another mistake that ended his race.
Oh no, not another one.
He was in 10th. So yeah, something's gone awry there.
Yeah, it's Convoy's in 9th and McKellar's was just in front of Chan. Have you ever noticed that in the last few races that all the lead cars, someone or another has a technical issue? Is that a ACC conspiracy? Slow the pack down?
No, that's just Australian internet. Things are, so many of us have connections that we wish were better. We rank pretty lowly internet connection wise, but it's online gaming in a nutshell.
Yeah.
And to be honest, in real life motorsport, every weekend in most categories there's some sort of mechanical, as we've got someone sitting out on the grass there doing donuts.
Oh no.
Having a bit of fun.
It's come up now. Race hasn't ended yet. Too soon.
They've done it. They tried to turn around, they've done another 180. Number 103 is that. Oh, they're getting going, they're moving on the grass. Where are they? There they are. There's a pineapple car.
That's Carlson. He was leading the AMs earlier. He was doing such a good race. Had an unfortunate moment. Oh, learning experience. Everything you do is a learning experience. So he'll remember that, hopefully, Carlson, and hopefully not make it again.
Yeah. As someone that was once racing in the amateur series, the slow and the slow and steady and finishing every race with no mistakes is what wins you that category. If you can just keep it on the black stuff and not get any penalties, you generally are going to be finishing top 3.
Sorry, just interrupting. Very tight battle here at P20. Leading the pack, I think, is Pass, who has a penalty.
Yes, and there's a fair bit of jostling going on. I think Bell's into 20th at the moment.
It was quite interesting. 2 of the cars in this pack have 10-second penalties, so tricky.
There's like it's really 2 separate races happening here. The 2 guys, it's a 10 and a 15 actually, so Pass has really got to put the hammer down. Bell has got past one of them, probably feeling a little bit out of position, being the only pro outside of the top 12, trying to make up some time. Probably done a lot of laps in another car, I'd guess, or just not had the qualifying / race he's wanted.
Yeah, that happens. You get a bad round, you just got to get to the end and get on to the next one. Hopefully the next one's a bit better. That's about all you can really do.
He seems to be the fastest in this pack. He's caught right up under the back of Passia. So, nice bright livery, making it easy to spot.
Yes, thank you for an easy spotted car. So we know L in the bright yellow.
It is actually quite an important thing in real life too. The amount of people I know that would do something really obvious on their real life race cars to just be like, yep, there's their car. Like you just see it straight away. You know, it's got a big stripe of a color of some sort on it, or it's a very particular color that just sort of stands out. It's a good way to be able to help your team / fans of your car to know where you are.
Yes. If you ever watched European Le Mans or was it World Endurance Championship Racing, there's an LMP2 car by Giotto. They had two cars. They were painted exactly the same, except for a little strip on top of the shark fin.
Oh,
you
right.
could
So
not tell them apart.
Yeah.
No.
You got to go something a bit more obvious. So if you watch F1, I kind of like the way the Mercedes do it. How they've got like different highlights on the car. So like you're like, oh, it's the yellow one, not the green one, and it's sort of you can tell who's who. The car still looks the same, but they've got enough of those flashes of color everywhere on the car that it's like, right, that's Lewis and that one's George. So yeah.
Looks like Rose is bringing the car home behind Stanley there. Just dropped 2 seconds in the last couple of laps, so not pushing too hard, but making sure to get a good position and bring it back. And like you're saying, the closest one we have at the moment is Kyrudin behind Britt.
And that's been about that gap. Like it's floated within a tenth or two of that gap for the last 10-15 minutes. Ever since Kyrudin made that mistake into 130R.
Yep. And Britt's last lap was a 2 minutes and 4.
Yep. So still pretty pacey. Not slow.
Because it's a different mentality in the sprints. You go to ruin your tyres in the first 15 minutes and then bring it home. Where in an endurance race, you've got to do a bit more tyre management.
Can Britt close up 1.4 in the next 2 laps? There will be 2 laps left, I believe. Yeah, definitely the leaders.
And you're going to say that.
Second now.
And you're going to say the next bit after that, if he's going to close on him. Can he get a bit past? Because we see down in the Appreciato train, Scarney's close, but has not got past, and Bubnow is also following Scarney, and the Claws a little bit further behind, but not close enough to be challenging.
This gap's staying about the same, so it's probably not going to happen. There we go.
Well, these guys have got some good pace. They were 2 minutes and 2 flat. A few laps ago, and they still got it. As Preciato's defending a little bit. I think he's defending open air there because Scarney didn't look like he was going to attack.
Man, the Porsche sounds nice.
Oh, it's
Such a
great.
big engine. Oh yes, it's back in the nice spot. My OCD, look at that. Lambo, Porsche, Lambo.
Hooray!
Oh man.
Everything is right in the world now.
Oh, all we need to do is get rid of the Thomas, because then there'd be the Ferrari, Porsche, Ferrari, and the Ferrari, Lambo, Ferrari on the other end.
Oh no.
It's almost perfect.
You're very mean.
Yeah. That's amazing. But it's a nice little battle up here again. This Porsche bunch and Lambo bunch have been racing on and off all night.
Oh, that was... No, get back on. Nice
choice
work.
of mine. He's going to ruin it again. No.
Oh, that was really unfortunate. I think Preciato took too much of the inside curb, bumped in out, got a bit sideways, caught it, and Scarney was going to the correct side because there's a lot of room, and Appreciator was going into the pit wall, and unfortunately, with Appreciator catching it, it's pushed Scani wide. I don't
Our
think there's
leader's
anything...
actually coming through the last little section now.
Oh, wow. And
Last corner or two. Here we go. Stanley takes a beautiful race. So much faster. A class of his own, really, today. Really well driven.
very much so. Rose still coming to cross the line to secure I would say, a good second place.
Yeah. No technical difficulties. No starting from the pit lane. None of that stuff this weekend. Just got a little bit caught up in an incident, but didn't cost her too much. She would have finished where she finished there.
Pro-Am winner and third overall is Waru, as Madison finishes in fourth, Britt fifth, and Kairudan in sixth.
That's a pretty close little bunch there, considering how spread out it got for a while there.
That looks like a tiger. That's
yeah,
Maddox.
Yeah.
Colourful Cumboy, ninth. And where's that going to bring McKellar?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's close. It was 9 seconds the gap to the car behind. Was that what I read? Yeah.
Yep.
9.6. Let's see if the last sector's done really well by Carter.
I think he's done it, Carter.
9.3. So.
Oh, no, there's a contact there. It's Falcon that gets turned around by, looks like, I think it was Wilson. No, not Wilson. I'm not sure what happened there. Who was he chasing? I was part of this battle pack with Appreciato, McLaw, Scone, and Bub now all crossing the line. And 13, 14, 15, 16%. There'll be a post-race penalty there.
Oh, wow. That's really messed up the beautiful OCD-ness. Cars everywhere.
Don't worry, we'll fix that with a little red box later.
Okay, good.
Devil comes through, leading Am Thomas and G Cook in second Am, and Lewis finishes off P21. Pass comes through. Pass had a drive-through, which got changed to a time.
Yeah. I was going to say, Cook actually had quite a good little race there. He came, I'm pretty sure, wasn't.
Okay, so we'll just go to the summary of the race. So we got Stanley, Rose, Rauru, Madison, Brett, Kairudan, Fettenegger, Maddox, Comboy, and Carter finishing our top 10s.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And thanks again for the $1, Alex. Sorry.
Sorry, just finishing off that AM class, we have Thomas and Cook and another Thomas, B. Thomas, Payne, Carlson, and Crick finishing off the AMs. So yes, thank you everybody, and Justin to finish off, and I'll see you guys next week, hopefully.
Yeah, again, thanks everyone for tuning in, and we will see you all next week.
Thanks, team.
Thanks, Malik. Thank you, Glenn, for doing the camera work.
Great work, Glenn. Hope you're not too stressed, mate.
You did great. It's fantastic. Thank you, and bye.
See you guys.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Yeah, you're safe to press the off.
Yeah.
See you, mate. G'day, YouTube. G'day, everyone. Moments away from kicking off Split Blood, as we make sure that the little crossover we've got here actually works, because we haven't tried it before.
Can't get enough of racing?
Don't want that ad. Get out of my life. Just going to make sure that it's working. Oh, you can hear me, so that's a start, I think. Yeah, it looks like that's worked. Absolutely bloody-sational. Well, you know, Race Mull. I don't want to throw Glenn under the bus too much already, that he's already been hit by it a couple of times. So we'll just ease him in, and hopefully I can race next week in the M2s, which should be a nice little starting point to get back into it. Speaking of legends, welcome to the commentary booth, Mitchell Hobbs. How are you, Mitch?
Hey, Mal. Hey, everyone. Yeah, good. Looking forward to this racing.
And bang, I think we are into it. Split Blood. It's a green track, so there's obviously had a little bit of rain at some time during the session. A little bit of cloud
I'm not sure
cover.
if your crossovers worked.
No.
Oh no, it has. It's just very behind. That's okay. We're good.
Are you watching
can't.
my broadcast?
I'm watching both of them.
That would that would be it. Yeah, just watch
Yep.
mine because Glenn's got some futuristic shit happening. And also welcoming into the
Nice.
booth, the man, the myth, the pro, Sean Bubnow. How are you, mate?
You can take the pro off me tonight, mate. But
Yeah.
no, I'm alright.
Never take the pro off you.
I don't know. Performance tonight, very subpar on my standards. Not impressed, but we move on.
Are you going to sack yourself, or are you going to have a nice
Yeah.
a spa week just to recoup? And
Look, the Spa week does sound intriguing. I'm going to put it down and blame Yoda because he gave me a gym program and my legs feel like utter rubbish. So I'm blaming him.
that's fair.
Okay.
That's fair. We accept
Yep.
that.
So yeah, poor result. Yoda's fault.
Yeah.
When
We
in doubt-
always blame someone else.
Fault it is. No, is that right? Is that how the other speaks? I don't know.
Yeah, close enough.
Imagine trying to commentate like that for a full race.
I'd be out in 2 minutes.
Struggle, I will.
Yes,
So
exactly.
I'd barely get through a sentence before cheering it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we. But we can blame Yoda as we look at the track now. No laps are in just yet. What are we expecting tonight in Split Red? And don't say carnage.
Lots of blood. Nah.
Yeah.
Peach was saying he did dip into the 58s. So
That's just disgustingly rude.
potentially.
Yeah, but it's funny. It's a green track.
Then 59.
Then potentially, yeah, 59 is probably where some drivers, the top drivers, will aim for. The rest will be looking for 2 minutes, 2:01s would be my guess.
Closest I can get to a 59 is actually writing it down on a piece of paper.
Nice.
That's about
It's
it.
better than nothing.
It's better than nothing. John says pens get taken off you if you hit Mull, right? Probably.
Yes.
Why not? Or no, it won't be triple demerit points. It'll probably go to me anyway. Yeah, hopefully
Don't
racing
they
next
get
week.
I was going to say, wouldn't they get time just taken off their race finish for hitting you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a tough one as an admin racing in the league. You don't want people to go easy. Just play by the rules, play fair, play hard, and that's all I ask. If shit happens,
What,
shit
you
happens.
think we're going to go easy against you? You taking the piss?
Mate, it's never that. It's always the other side of the coin, and I don't mind that. Just expect it come right back at you.
Yeah.
I
that's the idea.
love a little bit of hard racing. I don't mind defending. But yeah, M2's next week. If everyone has forgotten, it is a special round. It is for full points. It's the first time we've kind of done it, and the reason why we've done it at Valencia is it's a brand new circuit, and it kind of evens the field a little bit. You can't complain about Bob. You can't complain about your car sucks. Everyone's car sucks, but it's going to be nice,
Yep.
close racing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that came to a bit of a shock to me the other day. I can't remember who mentioned it to me. They're like, oh, by the way, you're aware you're in the M2? What?
It's on the website. It's
It is on the website.
It may have been me.
it could have
Oh,
been.
it could have been you, obviously.
It might have been me.
Have you guys done many laps in the M2?
Well, I'm not going to be here for the next round anyway, so it's not really of my concern.
Well, that was a nice little slide from Oliver there.
That was
What?
impressive. P3
I'm
at the
surprised
moment.
he kept that actually within limits by the look of it. So yeah, well done. As for the
Oliver?
M2 in laps, no. So
No, I've driven it a little bit, but I won't be driving next week due to SRO, so I'll just watch instead.
That's fair.
all very nice.
Yeah.
What
And-
track
and
are
what
you
are
at?
we driving? I'm sorry, Mom.
What track are you at next week, Mitch?
Round one, what are we? Imola. Woohoo.
12 metres.
12
Can someone
bloody metres.
beat it and do a 10 metres in SRO?
I'm sure they have the
Well,
potential.
I don't
pay
know.
money.
It could be.
You heard it here first. I'll pay money. No, don't. Jokes.
Don't,
It's
yeah.
a jokes. It's a jokes. I have not caused carnage at Imola before.
No, I think everyone has, haven't they?
Yeah, wow, yeah.
It's an awkward
Oh,
track.
I've caused carnage at Monza before.
At Monza,
Yeah.
there's a fair list of people that have done that, but that's impressive.
Yeah, I did that, and you came into my Twitch chat at the time and called the police.
Oh, nice.
He did.
Because a murder had occurred.
Quite possibly, I murdered half the field. Yes.
I'm going to take a stab and say turn 1.
Yes.
Well done.
imagine that.
Were you on the
Two-
grass?
2
Did you get on the
6.
grass on the inside?
No, I turned into someone.
Mia says it's SRO. It will be 1 fucking metre. Are you racing, Mia? And I'm glad that we've got your livery sorted this week because it's absolutely stellar.
Yes. Is me right? I don't know. Is me? I haven't looked at the entry list. How awful is that?
You're just ready to go. Oh,
I know.
Corey, sweet.
Ooh.
Man has absolutely lit up our Discord with how much he hates this car here.
It's funny. It's just in general, he doesn't like this car as a whole. I don't know. It's not just
but
this
he's in it.
Discord. He's lit up.
Get out of
Yeah, but
the
he-
car then.
Yeah, get out of it. Yeah.
Yet he makes it work every week. He's always top 3, 5 in quali, and then
I don't like
races.
the car.
Yeah, I don't like my car.
It's okay. I will console him very harshly after the race.
Yeah, he just needs a cuddle. That's what I found.
He does. Yeah.
Big old grumpy man needs a hug.
Ooh.
Shady
this
Samuel.
Is close already.
This is
Wait.
spicy.
Ooh, Floyd's not far off him.
Wasn't Shady in a he was Lambo? No, he was Lambo last week. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm,
Lambo last week. Yep.
Very special right now.
That's fair enough,
Hey.
Mia. Hopefully we can see your pretty face in the GT3 Cup in the future. Now that you got this into the swing of things.
Go to the OR website for sign up. Yep.
We will push that pretty hard after this round. Now that everything, all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted. Looking forward
That's
to
now
that.
going to be on a Friday.
Friday night specials.
Hey.
On the beers afterwards, or during, or before, whatever
Whatever you
floats
feel.
your bicycle.
Well, that'll be definitely something spicy to watch. Unfortunately, I will not be putting my hat in the rink for that one because I'll 9 out of 10 be travelling to pick up my son.
These are sad times.
No, I'm going to have a big smile on my face. I get to hear the racing and watch it, and
Oh,
my
nice.
son rocks up. So yeah, win, win, win.
Yeah, good days.
That's a trifecta.
Fernandez at the moment, second in pro-am, not far off Paddy Oliver. Samuel's still at the top though.
Yeah, they are just on a fast track at the moment, so that's probably why the time
Boo!
right where we need it.
Boo!
Yeah,
Fast
that makes
track.
sense.
Yeah, we had fast track until I think it was the last 2 minutes.
Laps?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was not.
Was there any
ideal.
precipitation prior to that?
Negative? Even the practice was completely dry.
Interesting.
Yeah, but the problem is that the practice is on a different day to quali, so you don't actually know.
Yes.
Yeah, it's valid.
We got a little bit stitched up because I think it was the last. Yeah, we could see the next like half-hour block obviously as racing.
Yep.
And as we were finishing the race, it said that rain was in 30 minutes.
Standard.
Just standard things.
So, yeah, the reason why we have the practice session the day before is to actually make it, as you just said, you kind of don't know the next day. So even more of a shock as you come to qualifying and it's like, oh no, it's wet. I haven't done a lick of practice in the wet, and then off you go and you've been it.
I've been in the dry, let alone the wet.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's how I felt for our wet quali in Sweet Yellow. I was like, I have a bad feeling this is going to rain. And lo and behold, it rained.
I wonder what it's going to
that-
be like Saturday. Oh, Mike Rial's just gone bang! P8.
Oh yeah, plug the 12-hour shootout tomorrow night. Plug that.
Oh yeah, that's going to be... They've always been pretty stellar. I think tomorrow night, there's been a lot of practice for Suzuka. Obviously 1.9, it's the first endurance race since its release, so a lot of spiciness. I think that'll be pretty tight. Will we see 58s on the night?
There are a lot of fast
Have to wait
people
and
out there.
see.
Maybe just go 56s, just really...
Yeah, sure.
No 56s, just a slight disappointment.
Is that,
Yeah.
you know, if we cut the last chicane and just think it's not there?
I think you need to cut a fair chunk of the track to get a 56.
You need to, yeah. Your Motec needs to be sent in.
Yes, correct.
And your lap. Pretty spicy here though at the moment. We obviously see a fast track if we go over to the broadcasting HUD. 2 minutes, 0.4 is the fastest time. We've seen drivers dip into the 58 so far on this round. So the track really slowed up here.
Yeah.
He'll probably go optimum in about a minute and a half.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Sean's called it.
That's how it'll do it. I mean, I can imagine the words the drivers are thinking right now, knowing that it's a fast track. I can't repeat them out loud because I know how the track feels on fast, and it's not nice.
No, you can repeat them, just don't have the button to talk it out at the same time.
Yeah, correct. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just put the little soundboard into that.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
don't go to the last 20 minutes of my stream because you'll have very good language from myself.
Oh, brilliant. Ooh, that was a bit of a tighter line on the exit there from Sweet. I don't know if anyone else saw that, or I'm blind, one of the two. But really just trying to maximise the exit of the Porsche, which is very nice done. It's just under, or over, I should say. There's the 10th up. I was about to say he's half a 10th up. He's just gone 2/10 through Spoon. You've got to get this right or you lose so much time. Good exit. 2/10 trickling there. Still fast track at the moment. Let's see if he can hold this up to get past Shady Samuel. But if the track does go optimum and Sweet is going to be out of fuel, then he's going to be in a bit of trouble. But let's hope he can try and hold this up through final chicane. So there's a real tough one. You can actually take a fair chunk of curb there, more than the drivers think. They're actually probably
not
taking
bad.
less than we took. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Okay.
get wrecked there.
And there goes. Yep.
So just out of interest, Mull and Hobbsy, how many
Yeah.
times have you got Spoon correct?
None.
It's impossible.
Yeah, no, maybe
I'd
once.
rather be Little Spoon, I think, than Do Spoon.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
That is, yep, I'm agreeing with that.
It's
mean-
just a weird
I mean-
corner, isn't it? I love it,
It
but
makes
I
no
also
sense.
hate the thing.
Yes, I like this track, but that's the one corner I can't deal with here. But I mean, obviously Shady Sam's got it right because he's gone and said anything you can do, Sweet, I can do better, and still sticks it on pole. So Sweet's still got the time to find. Has the track gone optimum? Because that was a fair chunk of time through
I
there.
think it may have ticked over.
I don't know. It might not have.
Oh,
no, it
not
hasn't.
yet.
Okay,
No, not
sure.
yet.
Oh, that's a...
Oh, look at the bounciness through there. I love the new suspension changes they've put in. So it actually responds to suspension. Okay, Paddy Oliver's just
Interesting.
gone back to the pits.
That's
Super
Paddy
dry.
done for the time.
Yep, and we'll see Sweet coming in. Let's have a look at the exit. It was a good exit. Sonika's coming through on 30R. He's going to... Ooh, this could be on for pole here. Let's have a look.
Mr. Playboy himself.
Absolutely. Ooh, nice run through there. Yep, short shift second in the Ferrari. 7/10 up was there. Just lost it on exit.
Oh, it's gonna
Might
be
actually
tight.
lose it out here.
It's going to be tight.
Ooh, I don't think he's going to
Nah.
have this. No.
Oh,
Oh, that's close. Wow.
He's got
But
one
he still
last
might have
last
one more
chance.
lap if he's got the fuel.
Yeah, no, he's got the fuel for it. But,
Oh, but hang on a minute.
look out, Samuel's a couple tenths up here, coming into the triangle.
Yep, look at all of the curb that he's eaten there. That is top-notch knowledge of where the track limits are through there, because it's horrifically understated by a lot of drivers. Not to say that there's anything wrong with the drivers understating
Well,
it.
here's your 59.
Yeah, well, there it. Yeah,
There you go, 59.9.
but I mean that the 59 from Sonikas is certainly there. I mean, we know Floyd's, 3.5. Well, was 3.5 tenths up's just shown us all that Spoon is a pain in the ass and lost a tenth and a bit through there. And that's it for qualifying. So drivers' final lap's going to come in now. Floyd's probably not going to get any further up unless he just, I don't know, pulls 5 tenths out of nowhere through here, which I would love to see. Oh, hello. Bit of time. Ooh, bit deep. And then's not going to quite pull it up. So still going to be up, but probably not where he wanted to be overall. So we've still got to keep an eye out for Sweet and Sonikas now. At least Floyd's cementing his spot in P4, which is great.
yeah,
There's
he
Sonikas
looks like
down.
he's not going to find it because if you go over to this man, he's up 3/10.
Wow.
Oh,
He's
wow.
pushing.
Okay.
Has it gone optimum? I'm wondering if he's just gotten lucky.
The last
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Yeah, the last... No.
No.
Ooh.
It's just teasing us, isn't it?
Wow. Really going for it then.
Oh, you're joking, game.
You might need to update your GeForce driver there. Tom.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Don't tell me what to do. There we go. It's gone. Don't tell me what to do, computer. I'll do it when I'm ready.
And right now is not the time.
No,
We're watching an unbelievable lap in the fast conditions from Samuel here.
that update from.
Wow, look at that. Almost a tenth, more than a tenth through 130R. Eats the
Oh,
curb
yeah.
again. Bit
So
deep,
aggressive through there.
though. Yeah, look
Bit
at that.
too
That's,
aggressive.
yeah, just didn't quite get the exit. It's going to go really wide. There's 2 tenths gone through there. It's going to keep it just about the 10th up. But still, that's really good stuff.
Great lap.
Cannot
Shady.
complain. Ooh. Hello. Pro-Am pole here.
Alberto might jump here. Pat Oliver here. Moving him up to 5th. There we go.
Don't mind if we
very
do.
nice.
Back told up as
Bang,
well. P10. Wow.
Well, it's the final split of Asia Pacific for round 3. We've seen some great racing so far this week. One of those tracks that has a bit of everything, and the racing normally follows that very much so. We do have one qualifying ban for the round. That was Luke Johnson in this split, so he's going to be starting from the back of the grid. A couple of other drivers didn't set laps for that qualifying session. I think that might have been strategic-wise, or it might have just been Chris Cooley. Now, we just missed it for Split Blue whilst we're sorting a few things out. The award winners. So, we'll quickly touch base over the blue drivers. Round 2 driver of the day was Joshua Vettiger. I believe he did a splash and dash and got the win.
Yeah,
Bad
I think
Watkins.
it was a 10 litre stop or something. It was really quick.
Kyle Rudin, Sportsmanship Award. Best of the rest was George Cook, an AM class. And livery of the round was Cody Carlson with that absolutely abomination of a pizza livery. For Split Red, driver of the day last week, Chris Cooley in the Aston.
Wait.
Sportsmanship
He was
Award was
fast.
Julian Gray. Best of the rest, Julian Gray. And livery of the round was Jacob Fleming.
No, I was going to say, if it's Julian Gray, I'm leaving.
Yeah. So well done to all of you. Don't forget to make sure you get your votes in. Bit of fun, something a little bit of an addition to the series, and yeah, get those votes in. Let's have a bit of fun with each other and get all involved. And maybe tonight we'll see another car get into the livery of the week. And what are your thoughts on Shady Samuel's car? Does it look like several people have just taken a paint tin to it?
Yeah, there's some tagging going on there.
People love it.
I do enjoy it. I rate it. I reckon it looks quite nice.
It's
But yeah, they've just thrown all kinds of cans.
It just looks like the starting sequence of Doctor Who's, the background. That's what that looks like.
I'm trying to think what it reminds me of. It's definitely abstract, but
Yeah, absolutely it is.
Where's your favourite livery on here, Mel? You know the one I'm talking about, the
Oh,
lovely colour choice. Is it still
Oh,
there?
no. Yeah, I know who you're thinking. Let's not even go there.
well, I highly rate a lot of these liveries at the front. I think I know which one
Yeah,
you're
but there's
talking
one you're
about.
going to go,
I got a race in this split with the person you're talking about. I really like the
Ah.
white here for that Porsche.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
ODR
really
is
nicely
well
done. I like the gold on that. That's lovely.
Yeah, CP do great liveries. Classic milk livery there from Mike Real. I know which one you're talking about. Should I just skip it?
Yeah.
Look, you're the one controlling.
I mean, that's a
all I'm
lovely
saying.
livery.
That
I
was the one
like
last
a
week.
lot
That was the
too,
one last
yeah.
week. That was the winner.
Mm.
I love the Tic Tac car. I can't see anything over this side. Can you see anything? No, I can't see
No,
anything.
no, there's
No.
a vacant grid box there. I'm pretty sure.
Odyssey's back. Oh, I do enjoy. Oh, I love that colour set. I don't like what I've done with the camera. Oh, we're off. Never mind.
Ooh. All right, see you later.
Sorry for the back of the grid with the liveries. Cameras had a brain of its own. Because we're just going to look at the safety car.
Right, let's just make sure all the buttons are working. Big shout out to Glenn Germain. That was his first ever broadcast as the broadcaster for Split Blue.
Whee.
And a little bit stressed prior, but he absolutely nails it. Also, big thanks to Damiano and Justin for their commentary. Again, you're joined by myself, Neil. We got Mitch and you got Sean in the booth tonight. And this is what we
Sure
call
do.
Split Blood. What do we call a
Correct.
Split Blood?
Many seasons ago, every
Once
season
upon a
ago-
time,
Yeah, back
Once
in the
upon
day,
a time.
there was
there's
these 3
been
children. No.
Yeah.
3 bears. No, just lots of chaos has happened in the past, and it seems to be the split that has the most safety cars across the season and stuff. So I think it's just got the nickname Split Blood, and a lot of guys have got the "You have survived Split Blood" stamp on the back of their car and stuff, which is quite entertaining.
It's funny. I think it'll never lose its moniker, no matter how clean it is over the years. Like the drivers in this split are stellar, like they're fantastic. But it's just one of those things where you're kind of doomed if you join the split at times. And Split Green's had its moments. Split Blood used to be the wet split.
It did. It
Always
had
getting in the
Bender
way.
McNulty.
Yeah, but that's because he did the rain dance every time.
Yes.
Rain.
Or wait. Or
No.
was Bender split blue and wanted to be red because it kept raining?
Yeah, then he
I think
joined
it might have
something
been.
and it wouldn't get
Yeah.
wet.
Correct.
Oh yeah, Scarni, I appreciate the comment there, mate, but I was very angry in that last 10 minutes of racing, so
Yes.
not my greatest stint, but yeah, no, good defending, mate, did well.
Yeah,
This
me,
is season 13 of Sprint, isn't it?
Yes, it's gone pretty quick.
That's a disgusting thought that I started my first Sprint series was 10 seasons ago.
It's crazy.
Jesus.
I
That's
don't
a
think I've
long-
raced
obviously-
since then.
Yeah. No, you were in season 4. Well, you weren't in season 5 though.
I think the
But
last time I
then-
remember you racing, Mo, was in a green Bentley.
Oh, there.
Oh, I remember the red Mercedes.
Red Mercedes, yeah.
I think that was the last time. Well, you had the Bentley in the
I can't remember
Endurance
the last time I
series in
got a win.
2021. Oh, I couldn't tell you.
I had a couple of wins at Hungary. I had one at Zolder and I had one at Paul Ricard. The Paul Ricard race was just... There was... I don't know. It was 2 Stephen Bradbury moments. Like, I was leading, lost the lead in the on the last lap. The guy that overtook me went too deep after Mistral, got it back, and I think 5 of us crossed the line less than a second. I wish
Yeah,
we had the
Jesus.
broadcast, but it was such a fun race. Good old Paul Ricard, that's the goat.
I mean, we still have the Twitch clip of Bender's Paul Ricard rejoin.
Oh yeah, that's... I don't even need to look at the
That
clip.
won't ever age. No.
I can recall that mentally.
Oh, yeah. I was in that race.
That's a beautiful
But,
park
ooh,
there.
it's time for the start.
All right. Look, I'm going to call it.
Go for it.
It's been a while. It's been a minute. That's interesting. What are they doing at the back there?
I want to know
single
what
file.
Sleep's doing at the front.
I don't even want to know. Anyway, here we go. Waiting for the green lights here at Suzuka. We're away. Great start from the front 6. Nice and even, which is good heading into turn 1. JP is sitting in P3 at the moment. He's looking at both of these Kaizen Motorsport teams. They're going to go too wide. Oh, a bit of grass, a bit of banging there from Shady Samuel and Corey Sweet. Ben Floyd's going to go around the outside here. There's a bit of a touch. Oh, they have not managed to go around. Shady Samuel goes up to the lead. Oh, he's going to be absolutely pestered by these cars. I cannot see this ending well. So far, so good. I cannot see yellow flags. What have I done, Mum? Take a photo. As someone goes wide, that could have been Corey Sweet. Or it was Corey Sweet. So the big granddaddy dropping like a lead balloon. Oh, I didn't push anyone wide there, but too wide through Degner
Oh,
1.
down the inside. Oh.
That is absolutely brave. We'll
Yep.
use the term brave or silly.
Yeah, one of them, but yeah, I think Sweet actually got tapped by his teammate Floyd ever so slightly, which pushed him off the track. But I think the stewards might actually have a touch of a look into Sweet's starting position because he was actually ahead of Shady Samuel then.
Very interesting. The stewards will definitely sort that out, but so far this has been probably the best start of the round. Dare I say it, can we get a full lap without a yellow flag?
Yes.
I'm going to call every race start.
we can.
My commentator cursing is gone. It's Paddy Oliver. Makes a meal of spoon, but who hasn't? Coming down to 130R, his granddaddy, Corey Sweet, has got through. 130R is a notoriously dangerous corner. We're going to see that in the weekend at the Endurance Series. But so far,
that's
so
a
good.
bit
Oh,
wide.
476 at the background. I didn't see yellow flag, though.
No, I didn't
no
see it
yellow.
actually either.
Can we do it? Just a couple more corners, no yellow flags. Make me a happy man. They're going to go too wide through here just to really test the waters. That's Sandtrap, but he didn't spin it.
No spinning, no yellow flags, please.
We've gone and done it, team. We've gone and
Yep,
done
we've done it.
13 seasons it took, but we've gone and done it.
Yep.
And we just literally shat all over the fact that these are called split blood.
And
Yeah.
watch this. It's going to just kick off now.
Yeah, and this is game over. Bang! Someone in the wall. No, we're good. Oh, that was a nice side-by-side there with Backtold. I'm not too sure who that Aston is. It might be Withers.
Yep.
It is, actually.
Yep, that's Withers. There's a car behind Bashed up, but I can't see it.
Yeah, there's a vacant space there. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna
There sure is. Oh, who's this M4? Was looking up the inside. That's Matthews. I think is that Salvaggio that's just trying to get a bit of a look in on there.
It is Gabriel. As we mentioned before, his brother also races in this split. Unsure if he's out there at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think he's out there this evening by the looks of it. But that's okay. Shady Samuel's got all the pressure from Floyd now. Floyd's got a great exit out of the hairpin. That Porsche is, what's the word? Very good out of the hairpin in comparison to most other cars.
It's very good out of most of the slow corners compared to the other car.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I remember sitting behind two Porsches in that final stint, and every time I got close out of 130R, the triangle came up and then they were gone. And I was, oh, okay, bye.
Yeah, that is certainly one of the Porsche's strengths. Slipstream on the Lambo. Porsche has decent straight line too here, so maybe Floyd can look for a move if it gets the run into the triangles. Not going to get it. Sticks.
Oh, it's a late send.
That's very, yeah he's going to give that one back.
That's not how you spread Vegemite, so
Yeah.
you might get a bit of an invoice there.
Yeah, that might be a touch of a pen coming his way. Corey Sweet, though, is trying to make his way back up after that early bit of an off from the tap on the back of Fernandez now, leading the Pro-Am class. Sneakers takes fastest lap 2 flat 0.3. Very good starting lap from him. Conditions currently optimum on a 2027 track. Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, JP's one to watch here. I think he's a big chance for the win. He's just got to try get past Floyd, then get past his arch nemesis Shady Samuel seems to be this season, and also his endurance teammate. Pit stop's going to be vitally important. We've got a one stopper tonight.
Yeah.
We've seen a few undercuts work so far, but it's always tricky trying to undercut an ACC when you've got a big field because you don't want to come out in traffic.
Yeah, it's a fine margin here of, yes, I want to go for the undercut. Yes, I'm probably going to come out in traffic. Am I going to lose time? Possibly. Or do you try and go for an overcut, but then you risk being slower on the more worn tyres? That's the real kicker.
Oh, it is. Imagine if we did this round as soon as 1.9 came out. We knew that the grading was excessive, so that overcut
everyone would
harder.
be in the wall.
I would love it.
or everyone would pit every 25 minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
Is this
'Cause I
really
think there
split
was-
blood? I don't know, actually. It's,
Oh,
you know why it hasn't
That's a good
actually
point.
worked? We haven't put the red banner up. Now the red banner's up. Now they can act. Now you can be split blood. Let it happen. Just go
Yes,
with it.
exactly right.
it's alright, give them time, they'll make it work. As we see
Yes.
a little vacant spot in that track there, just after the Aston, there's a big gap. There should be another car there, but I can't see it.
Nope, don't know who that is.
No, never, no, don't know. But Stu Matthews now on the back of Salvaggio. Salvaggio got past before, was fighting with Matthews, so maybe he's going to look to come back. Sneakers currently fast like 59.7, says responding to us, I guess, just basically telling him that he could go for the win. Right on the back of Floyd now. Floyd looked to be struggling a bit. Drea's gone into the pit, so maybe
Early.
going for early strategy. I mean, that Ferrari is, what's the word, ridiculously good on fuel. Now, a couple of people have not been particularly impressed that it's so good on fuel, but that is apparently how it is in real life, and that
Does
will
it
not
actually
be.
use fuel?
Yeah, it does, but inside knowledge here. The Ferrari, on an average race lap round here, uses 2.77 litres of fuel. And compare that to the Mercedes, which I think is 3.17
Yep,
litres a lap.
3.1. Yep.
Yeah.
Big difference. The Ferrari
And that's
does
just how
have
it is.
The Ferrari's got a flux capacitor, so that's
It does, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the Lambo, what was I on, 3.0 3.05 or something. So,
Yeah, that sounds about right. Most cars are sort of in the 3.0s, maybe 2.9s, as Soneca's just showing the immense turbo lag on the Ferrari outside the hairpin exit there. Just really doesn't catch the Porsche as Ben Floyd's finally decided to turn it up a bit. Maybe tyres were not quite in check, or just was maybe not pushing as hard as he thought he might have needed to. He's a second off Shady Samuel now. Fernandez is already 2.5 off Soneca, so they've got a good little gap here to maybe just try and pull away a bit more over the next sort of 50 minutes.
It's great to watch a replay of a start here where there's no carnage. It's just purely hard, aggressive driving, great overtakes. Corey Sweet did start P1. Like this type of wheel banging, you let him go. Let him go. He's just maybe a little bit squeezed there onto the apex. And it's got him out of sync, but he's still P2. So he's made a couple of moments. You said his teammate, Benny Floyd, made contact somewhere.
I do believe just out of Dunlop here. Just have another check. Yeah, tapped him there.
Tap on the rear.
Nothing malicious. Just I think got on the accelerator a touch earlier than Sweet and just pushed him out, and he lost a couple of those positions, but was having absolutely none of it and pushed one of the Lambos out wide.
He's actually done pretty well there. He couldn't come back across on the racing lines. He was just being absolutely fed, and he's back up to 5th, but not an ideal start for Corey. I can already hear his microphone.
Yeah,
I
also
can too.
commend the guys up the front too. The fact that they can go such on switchbacks like they were doing, like trying to go outside, inside, and they still had that amount of little contact. Yeah, top tier driving from the front of the field there for sure.
Yeah, it was really good stuff. It was actually quite interesting to see how Shady Samuel handled that one. Sweet went a bit later on the brakes, took the outside, was going to pull across, but then Samuel sort of saw it coming, so went later into the second part of the turn 1-2 complex and sort of forced Sweet to come for that switchback, which then brought them side by side. There you go. Ben Floyd's actually got a 15-second for that tap with Sweet.
No, it's lap 2.
No, it's not lap
another
2.
one.
Another one. Ooh.
Oh, no.
No.
It was the send into the corner at the chicane.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, makes sense.
So the outcome wasn't too bad, but normally those types of things, they don't end well. So rather than a drive-through, it's a 15, and he's got his work to do. As 1-1-1, is it 1-1-1 or just 1-1? Gabriel Salvaggio has lost it at Spoon. He joins a very long list of drivers that have done so. We'll try and find the replay for
You
that.
mean all drivers that have done
All
so?
drivers at some point in their
Every
ACC
driver.
career has done it.
Even those that have not put a lap here at Suzuka, if you have ACC, you will lose it at Spoon.
You will.
It's just one of those things.
Yeah, you might only do it once, but it will happen once.
Once a lap?
Could do. This is a good little battle pack here at the moment, being led by... Oh, that's terrible. I should know. I do know his first name. So we just have a look at Salvaggio through Spoon.
On the brakes too long.
Yep.
Yeah. But
It's a real
not
killer.
Or the last.
No, absolutely not. It's a I think a big change for some drivers, actually, the way that the braking affects the car's performance and handling through corners with the new tyre model. If you brake too late, like he may have done there, or just was on it too long, the car is going for a spin. It's a real tough one to have to deal with now, as Bushell tries to keep on the back of Samuels, just trying so hard. He was really pushing it there, even lost the rear end a little bit. Let's have a look at the asthmatic exit of the Ferrari out of the hairpin. Just watch the M4 just,
Yeah, okay, bye-bye.
Right.
See ya.
Inside information here. Lucky to see Bushell on the track at the moment. About 3 minutes before the server went up, he was having the lovely disconnection showing in ACC. So it's good to see him on track.
Awesome. Great. Yeah, that can happen.
Yeah, he went through, I think, every fix known to man to get that happen as we jump aboard with Rockford in the Lambo, showing us how it's done, driving it better than I could.
Yeah, just...
I thought I almost cursed him
that
then.
was good. I had no one worried a little bit there. Just on the back of Mike Reel at the moment. Pulling away from Muller, who's fighting with Fleming. They've got Thistlethwaite Fine as well. Oh, Shady Samuel's not hanging around though. Have a look at that. 59.5 fastest lap at the moment.
That is faster than my PB I've ever done. That's just not fair. Yeah, shout out to Scotty. He's doing low 201s at the moment. The last lap was his fastest lap. Definitely on the back of Real here in that milk livery, which is always actually, I don't mind the colour scheme to be honest. It stands out. It looks quite enjoyable. See what he can do through the S's here.
He can
is
drive the car.
Mike's livery, you're saying?
Yes.
Have you ever had that before? On soy?
On soy, no.
I used to deliver about 300 tons of it a week, but no, never had it.
I think I've tried it. I'm not a soy. I like the old cow milk. Wish we called milk.
Ooh,
Oh,
15
Lukey
seconds.
J.
Luke Johnson might see if we can get a replay on that one. Corey Sweet now. Oh, bit of a confrontation there with Fernandez. Spooked him a little bit. Fernandez did well. He's actually managed to... Oh, okay then. Bit of a tap there. I think Sweet was hoping that maybe he could have pulled in behind Fernandez, but he's going to have the slipstream out of Spoon. Is it going to affect the run up to 130R? Is he going to have to move out of the way, Fernandez, if Sweet goes up the inside? Or back? Oh, doesn't need to because he's put it in.
Oh my goodness! How's he not smashed himself into that fence?
That's exactly what I've done about 1,000 times.
Yeah, that was something unbelievable.
Said I'm going left, and you're not doing anything about it.
Yeah.
Normally it's when you touch that inside curb a little bit, or it just unsettles the front end and then you come around, but I'm not sure whether you actually hit the curb or not on exit of that. So that was a bit sort of strange to see, but nice curse there, Hobbsy. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. First of the season.
As Shady does a 59.4. That, yeah, okay. Stop it.
Yeah, it's definitely getting a bit of a move on in that Lambo. 2.4, almost 2.5 now. To Floyd, who's got pulled out a little bit of a gap on Sneakers, but it's not going to matter because he's going to have to, what's the word, serve that 15-second pen in the pits, and that's going to bring him down. I don't even want to know how far that's going to bring him down, looking at the current state of the gaps. Too far. 5, 8, 10, out of the top 10, probably 15th or something like that. It's something ridiculous.
Well, either way, it's going to play into Shady's hand here at the moment because he's holding up Peach. So, Shady, we're saying thank you very much, and I'm going to get my job and move on. As we are on board here with the lonely Audi of the field, on the back of Fleming, doing quite well, sitting just on the back of the top 10, sitting in P11. Coming into the Degners, which I butchered and hit the wall.
Nice, yeah, that's good. I actually sad to only see one Audi in this split because I think the Audi's quite an underrated car in general because firstly it sounds unbelievable.
Yeah, it definitely has a nice tune to it. I don't think I can drive it though, but then again I haven't driven it in a long time, but you know.
Yeah, okay. Is this oh, this is the Fernandez incident. Let's have a look at how close to the wall that was. Oh,
I don't think he actually touched it.
No, I think, let's have a look. It's just, yeah, lost it on power. That's a, wow. He's done well to keep that out, yeah. Might have just gassed it up a bit too early and the car didn't get the traction that it wanted. So we're still on board here with Thistlethwaite, who's trying to catch Fleming, but not having too much success.
That's great pronunciation, obviously.
Yeah, did you notice I avoided that?
Yeah. Nailed it. This is why you paid the big bucks.
Wow. I wish I was paid the big bucks.
Wait, you're being paid?
Yeah, yeah.
Say, wait, who's getting paid here?
Fuck, that's a good. That's such a good movie.
What was the Vacation or something, wasn't it? Oh, was that the?
We Are the Millers. Very close.
We Are the Millers, yeah.
It's getting cloudy, but at the same time, it seems to be brighter out there.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. Wind speed's low, so not a lot of weather coming in, so it might just stick to the sunny and cloud with some clouds for the rest of the race. This is the battle at the moment for the Pro-Am lead. Fernandez with Oliver might actually get a bit of a nose in on this if he can just pull a couple of times out. See if he can chuck
Just
it
a
in.
shout out to a bit of a funny note there as we're on board with Mr. Pat Oliver. Back in the day, speaking of wind speed, he didn't actually know that was the picture of a car. He just thought it was the 100.
I still cannot believe that.
That's funny.
It is,
That is
yeah,
hilarious.
It gives me a chuckle every time I think about it. So sorry, Paddy, but yeah, thanks for the entertainment.
I wonder what he thought 100 was. Like,
I don't know.
it could not be 100 kilometers an hour. Like, that is
Well, it's certainly
that's-
not.
That's a storm. We had weather warnings in Tassie because we might get 80-kilometer winds.
Yeah, we had that over here yesterday too, as well. I think.
Did you get them? Because we didn't. I didn't. Boring as
No, we had winds, but it wasn't 80 k's an hour. I think it was about 40.
shit. Yep. I feel like 8 to me.
Yeah.
But I love bad weather. I get excited for it. And when it doesn't turn up, it's like, oh. Mercer is...
Oh.
Yeehaw!
That was. Oh, I would like to
Please-
have a look at that.
Please don't be sent. Please don't be sent. Please don't be sent. Oh,
No, it looks
yes.
fine. Looks
Tap. It's
fine.
coming,
Looks
it's
fine.
coming.
Tapped. Ooh.
Yeah,
Very
just went-
slow
just
getting
went
out of that
wide.
corner, though.
Missed the apex.
This is
the other
great.
guy thought get around, but
Yeah,
Oh
boys!
yeah. They just needed to get the tyres warm again, even though they were probably on fire. As you can see, yeah, on fire would be the word looking at that.
Slippery.
Slippery, yeah.
let's see if we can see some likely Kovacs on Kovacs death here with Chalmers chasing Bushel.
Well, now you've mozzed it, as other Samuel has just had a bit of a moment through turn 1-2's let Bushel through, so now there's going to be no Kovacs on Kovacs action, as Bub
Oh
now
no,
wanted.
give them time.
Never
Trust
say
me.
never.
Give them time. Okay, we'll
time.
give them some time.
We've
You
had some.
underestimate them.
We've had some
Yes.
spilt milk lately in MRT. We call it spilt milk when we hit each other.
Oh, nice.
I'm just
Well,
waiting.
you had
my
some spilt milk on your stream deck
I
too.
Thanks for reminding me.
No worries.
It is for sale if anyone wants a broken stream deck. It's got milk on it. It's cultured. Oh, I'm saving
Normal
it.
milk or flavoured?
Right. Yeah.
What do you reckon? What do you reckon spilled on it?
Pineapple milk.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
I'm gonna
Oh,
go let's
Did
go
I
chocolate
just let strollers?
you almost did. I thought there might have been a tap there on Ramez from Chalmers, but did hold back a little bit. That was a good decision from Chalmers because I think there would have been a fairly wall ending is the word I was looking for. Smees picked up a 10-second penalty for out of position on lap 1, so we're going to see a couple of those start to come through now. Stewards in the stewards box, of course, we'll have a look at where all the drivers are, look at their speeds on lap 1, see if they're 400 kilometres back from the next car, which will get them a penalty like that. So just keep an eye out for those coming in the next sort of 5 minutes.
I'm just going to show you a picture of a milk drink that my mate brought around the other night for us to try. This is
Yep.
our new thing. We find random milk drinks and we give them a crack. They don't normally end well because
Yep.
they're gross. Once I find where I've put the bloody thing.
Do we have a name of this thing?
Oh, jeez. Why is it saving as an AVIF file? Stupid.
Well, I can't explain that to you.
He's,
That's
he's ballsed up
Ooh.
turn 2 again, and it's put Chalmers right on the rear bumper through the
yeah,
exit there.
balls duff is a good word. I haven't used those words for a while.
Hey, look, it's the best my brain could comprehend at the time, right?
No, it's fair enough.
It's a winner. It's a staple.
is. It is. So it's Backtol's even going to get his nose in on this one. Maybe Withers as well, who started from the back.
Yeah, as we say, this seems to be the cork in the bottle, because I think Bushel's now started to have a bit of a gap. Yeah, he's pulled just over a second in, what, a lap and a half, I think it was? So, yeah, I think that is
The cork in the bottle, who are you, JP Sneakers?
Possibly. I mean, I was a cork in the bottle, and then he kills me, so it's fine.
Nice, yeah. Ooh, that was a rough one.
Are
Through
you
the
referring
deadness
to
of
last
Chalmers.
year?
Maybe.
Look, it's still one of the saddest moments I've seen online.
Look, I have to hang it on him every chance I get, because I just can.
Be rude not to, really.
Well, yeah.
Oh, come on, where is this picture? I've been talking it up. It's going to be such a disappointment when I do find it. Here we go.
What?
Oh, Jesus.
Aeroplane raspberry jelly flavoured milk.
Okay, and what's your honest take on it?
Yeah,
I had a
give us
sip
your
and
review?
we turfed it down the bin. I think I had a bit more of a sip than Mitch did, but it was absolutely disgusting. And
Well,
it
I'm not
didn't.
taking
It
sips, what
didn't
do you mean?
taste like raspberry jelly. It tasted just like
Like a
strawberry
disgrace?
milk, but like
Nice.
rank. It just tasted like chemicals. So
Awesome.
yeah, there's one. I'll try and find another one we found, which was actually a winner.
Okay,
But yeah.
where did you find it?
I
don't even know
didn't.
this
I have no
thing.
idea where he found it. No idea.
Probably Amazon or something.
But it's cringe.
Ordered it.
It's absolutely cringe. He brought another one around. I forgot what it was. Spidey just sent me a Discord message saying, put some Raiders lime milk on your list. I can
What?
already tell you, Spidey, that it's a winner. Lime milk. Oh, hang on. That is not a
Oh.
winner. That is
That's not a
an
winner,
issue.
yeah.
That's a weird.
Obviously, the lime milk was not a fan. Back then, was not a fan of the lime milk.
What is
So,
that? Disconnect?
I think he just lost it.
That is.
Yep.
Tyres
That's very odd.
gone. That is not a happy Porsche now, and that's not a happy Stefan Bushtold. Stefan is our race director for Split Purple and does a fantastic job.
Hasn't done such a fantastic job there, though.
No, you think he's going to self-report himself there?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's wide, Mike. That is not where you wanted that car to be. So that's probably going to be a track limit warning.
No, it depends on how much he lifted off the throttle.
That's true. What else? I'm going to try and find. Yeah, Lime Milk Spotty is just goat tier. It's so underrated.
Come on, Diebold, sing it for me if you remember the ad.
Oh, we're not singing that.
Are we singing Airplane Jelly?
Yeah.
I'm too old to sing that.
Hey, I don't know if you guys were around at the time, but
There's
one
a
of
fair
our
chance I was.
F1 stream. There's a funny thing. I don't like Dare. Well, I don't mind Dare. I just don't prefer it because it's a bit too creamy for me. But anyway, someone paid me $100 on stream to drink a Dare within a couple of minutes. It was the easiest $100 I've ever made. But geez, it made me feel sick.
Yeah, I was going to say it would.
I sip. I'm just a sipper. I don't scull stuff. But yeah,
Where's JP gotten past Floyd? That's what I want to know.
that's a very good point.
Ooh, bad exit there too. I think Floyd's tyres are
I'm
not
going to
very
say turn 1, 2.
happy. I think it must be a turn 1-2 scenario, yeah.
Maybe Floyd got a bad exit out of the chicane and gave Peach the run on. Oh, he has a really bad
yeah.
exit there out of the hairpin there. Allowing JP just to stretch his legs.
Here we go. Yeah, turn 1 scenario. No.
Oh, yeah. Gone
Oh,
wide.
oh.
Just had a
Oh,
That was
little-
well spotted.
Yeah, the gap just opened up as you saw the little squirm.
opportunistic.
that was
Great
close.
move.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, not many of those offer themselves up. So when they do happen, you definitely got to take it with both hands. But good effort to both drivers staying that close through that complex at that speed.
I already know I'm going to get hate for the next one I post. Oh, stop doing these stupid files.
You know, you guys are all going on about your milk, flavored milk, and that. I just can't do it. Just can't do it.
I haven't
Are
had
you-
flavor
are
milk for
Are
ages.
you lactose intolerant?
No, I'm the
Oh,
other
well-
bad one. I'm the diabetic that can't have sugar.
Well, that makes sense. It's all right, mate. I'll have it for you.
Oh, thanks, Mom. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
This.
that's okay. Well, I've
Oh.
actually heard that that's all right.
It is actually really good. Spice, pine lime, golden. I had a few of these in Melbourne when I was over there last because they don't have the iced coffee that I drink. So I normally just drink another milk drink. It's good. It's good. Give it a crack. This is not a paid stream, by the way.
No, it's not. We're just talking about milk.
It's been a while since I talk shit, and
well,
here I am.
we are, but Bub now can't because he's special.
Yes,
Yes.
that's a
Well,
word
it's
for
okay.
it.
If it makes you feel better, when I come see you next, we can have Carl's Jr. again.
Oh God, you can try and kill me, are you?
Yes, I am.
Well, look, it's not any worse than what Philippa tries to do, so that's fine.
Let's have a look at... Oh, okay. I was about to say, let's have a look at the exit difference of these two cars, but Floyd just decided that he doesn't want to hit the apex, so that's a waste of my breath.
There's an apex?
Oh, hello. Oh,
a
bit
little
of a
booty tap.
there. Yep. Oh, drift, save, accelerate, all the above.
Yep, do all the things as Rad as just gave me a little bit of a boot on the snoot. Snoot on the boot? I don't know. One of the words. Words are hard.
The snoopity boopity, as it's a lovely little M4 battle here. Salvaggio does have the 15-second pen, so that's not going to particularly help his
I want that on my
case.
soundboard, Mitch. Snoopity boopity.
Yep, snoopity boopity.
Is that just what we're going to now call any kind of rear contact? The snoopity boopities?
Oh, we're going to do a full stream one day and just use the soundboard, not actually talk.
Nice. Yeah, well, we don't have soundboard in here, and that's good.
Yeah, I've turned it off
Your
for that
sake.
reason.
Yeah.
When that first stack became a thing on Discord, I joined some random voice line. Or I say random, I know which one I was, but... And it was... All I could hear was the soundboard, because it was automatically turned on. I'm like, I'm muting that away. Oh, speaking of yeet, that's grass.
Yeah, that is a lot of grass.
Yeah, well, that solves that equation.
I thought John had a actual custom livery. Has something happened to it?
Possibly.
There was something going on with the sync tool, I think, this weekend. I think Glenn was trying to work it all out, but... Oh, that's a good save, too.
Yeah, we had a couple of gremlins, because what we've done this season is all the sprint races are on the in Asia Pacific are on the private server to have a bit more DDoS protection. But it's every time we start a server, it's a brand new instance of a server, so it's a lot of work. And then you got to transport or transfer all those data files of the liveries and the car JSONs, and sometimes they don't actually transfer. We don't know why, but we are looking into it. So a couple of splits copped it last week, I think a couple this week. But we're
So
getting...
who are we blaming? Gaben?
I'm blaming Yoda.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
No.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, he's real...
Oh, that was a big slide coming there.
I
Saved it.
have a change of camera queued up. Every time I do, something happens to John.
And dirt, yep.
I'm going to go off you now, John.
Yep. Oh, Cooley. Just on Withers there. Does keep it from him. There's another livery that's not working. Poor Cooley. I wonder how upset he is about that one.
I'm not even sure what his livery is, actually.
He started from
No, I
second
don't
last.
know. Wow, he's doing very... Put him in driver of the day voting. Or best of the rest. One of the two.
What was the starting grid? What, 30 cars? Or a bit more?
33.
Jesus.
Wow.
Okay, so he's gone up 22 positions.
Yeah, not a bad effort. Putting some push here
that
on
was a bit
Withers.
more. Yeah, he's going to probably stick it just around the outside. Withers is going to go deep. Sweets into the pits. So now we see...
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
You've
Now
done
we
it again,
see
Mal.
death.
What do we see now? What do we see, Hobbs?
Now we see... Let's have a look. Cooley. Bang. Yep. That was the wham bam, thank you ma'am, and he's gotten out of there. And he's been tapped by McLaren. Okay, that's Luke Johnson. No, it's Grant Begg. Try again.
Yeah, it looks
That's an
like Cooley
interesting
was sort
little-
of stuck there a little bit. Jeez,
I think he may have been
Yeah.
trying to let the car back through, potentially. And then just get caught up with Johnson there. But unfortunate. I'm sure that'll all get reviewed, and the stewards will do their job as the rulebook states.
Yep, it's... Here you go, stewards. Have a look at this.
Yeah, enjoy. I'm glad I'm not in there
Yes. So, Fleming at the moment, currently sat P5, provisionally probably a bit further down with a couple of drivers who have pitted. Sweet has pitted, Fernandez has pitted, Floyd's also pitted, got the 15-second serve, 10-second for Salvaggio, dangerous driving lap 13. That's fairly recent. I don't think we caught that one.
Don't think so.
I was going to say, wasn't that M4, but that was Rad's little...
No, that was
off-road.
Rad, yeah.
no,
It's a similar area. You're almost there.
I'm kind of there. I'm just not
Yeah.
where we need to be.
Oh, he's Cooley again. probably going to get something coming his way for that tap with Withers. He's on the back of Grant Begg now in the purple McLaren. Can't really miss that McLaren.
Yeah, Diabolls, that's probably a fair statement. I know that it is sort of a good sportsman thing, but you know, sometimes it's just you can cause a bit more of a drama. Oh,
Whoa,
he's
he's almost caused himself a drama.
Yeah, it can be a bit of a drama because other drivers coming through won't actually necessarily know that you're trying to yield back the position from the tap. So yeah, sometimes it is just better just to play on and carry on with your business and just accept what's about to happen in penalty world and move on.
Yeah, well, it was the contact with Withers, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So it wasn't even with Begg. Begg was just coming through afterwards. So I think
it could have just been that
Cooley
Begg was
just
trying to
struggled
go
to get
around
back on the throttle. Oh, here we go. Here's going to be dramas here.
Oh,
And, I thought there was going to be a Vettel on there, but there's not.
It's always awkward in the pits.
I'm surprised Begg didn't actually tag that rear wall on the entry there.
I was wondering if that was going to happen, but he managed to pull it up well. Floyd's actually in a bit of traffic. This is Rad, who we were just talking about. It's had a bit of rotten luck this race. See if he can get past fairly quick, and this Rad's going to come into the pits. May do, and does.
Yeah, good decision.
So Floyd will be breathing a sigh of relief there.
As Gray is in a very awkward... That's actually where I ended up.
So
That's unfortunate.
I wonder how he's ended up there. I think he must have just touched maybe the dirt on the outside, too much curb somewhere. Okay, that was a good decision. I thought he was going to come on and kill Thistlethwaite there, but didn't.
Not doing very well with the rejoin there.
Yeah, very well played indeed. So he's still got a pit, so probably come in this lap now. Sean Muller's on the back of Mike Reel, who's got a 10-second penalty for something.
Possibly speeding in the pits.
Could be, actually. That may be the way, because he had a penalty before coming into the pits. So, at least I believe he did. I think he had a 15-second for something. So, yeah, it might be speeding in pits if it's a 10-second. Still, Muller's probably going to know.
Looking at chat, that John says that PJ missed his pit box, so it could be close on exit.
Ooh, that will definitely spice things up.
Who missed their pit box?
Oh,
Peach, apparently.
Sanekas. And Sweet's still a long way away. Right. Good to know. I mean, this is going to be a tight battle now. Provisionally, these guys should be a little bit further up once more pits come in. Real shouldn't be this far back, but got the penalty, which would explain why he's this far back. Still Matthews and Powell up in the top 10 there that needs pit. There's Mitchell as well in P18 that needs to pit. So we'll see how that all plays out. 24 and a bit minutes to go in the race.
What was your strategy here, Hobbsy? Were you planning to go to half distance? Were you doing a longer stint? What was your initial thought?
It was, let's put some fuel in and see where it gets.
best.
Yeah, well, I probably would have, what's the word, reacted to someone trying to undercut me, but no one really tried to undercut because I was sort of in a weird position where I had Marino in front of me and then I had Kale behind, who then got tapped by Bell. So we were sort of just in our own bubble, so we could do what we wanted, and we decided to go. I did. I sort of went a little bit further with the Ferrari fuel. Just with I think I pitted with about 25 minutes left, and still came out okay. More so for probably just saving some tyres as well. Chris Cooley, 15-second pen for a collision on lap 16. That'll be the incident with Withers.
Yeah, in that chicane. Yeah, my strategy was to go a little bit longer, but then Suzuka said, how about you pit earlier after you hit the wall? So I pitted earlier.
Yeah, I sort of found, this might have just been me, that my tyres really didn't fire up in the first stint. I don't know if it was me, but I was just so much more consistent and faster in that second stint with the new set after pitting. It didn't really make sense unless I managed to start on a worn set, which is entirely possible.
We all do mistakes like that, but I think mine took about, I want to say 3-4 laps to sort of start to feel decent. And then, yeah, about, I don't know, 25 minutes in, I had the big oops, and then I never really
Yeah.
recovered from there.
Yeah, Muller's done a bit of an oops there too. Fleming's got to get involved in this as well. A battle for top 10 positions actually here.
Yeah, always good to have these little mid-pack battles. As you've got a couple cars, bit of gap ahead, but you're on that verge of trying to breach into the top 10. I don't know how. Well, I mean, you're a bit of a fast driver and up more of the pointy end, but when you are sort of, I guess, fighting to get in the top 10, there's always something a bit special about being inside the top 10, regardless. You know,
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's, it's every driver's goal, No matter if you're the fastest person in the world or, well, I guess fastest person in the world might be a bit of a stretch. They're there to win, but, those that are in the splits that are, matching other drivers, their goal is, top 10. Pro-Ams will be podium in class, and the pros will be aiming for those podium positions and trying to get in the top 5 and the top 10. And it's always a good feeling, especially at the end of the race, when you A, have got that top 10, and B, that you've done your best, because you don't ever want to finish a race thinking that you haven't done your best.
Yeah, 100%. Well said.
Or if you get bozoed in a race, well, then you can't really help that. And there's always that feeling afterwards. You go, yeah, that was not a good race.
Yeah, but you dust it off, you move on.
Yes.
It is hard to move on sometimes, but a nice little battle pack happening here for P7. Drab defending against Oliver, and also Rockford's just saying, I'm just going to tack on to the back of this, thanks very much.
Ooh, and this is for podium position, the Pro-Am Class 2, currently fighting for P2 as Bushel's just come to the pit, so probably will come out behind these drivers.
So Leo was the first one to pit. That very, very early stop.
Okay. Well,
I don't know where he was before the pits, though.
Yeah, well, I'm not so concerned about where he was. I'm concerned about his tyres, is what I'm worried about. Because he did pit, as he said, I think,
about his tyres as well.
with about 50 minutes to go in the race, maybe 45. Might have been a bit earlier than that. So I'd be a bit concerned. Paddy Oliver does go wide, though, so Rochford might get a bit of a nose in on this. Oliver's got the slipstream. He's going to have to move to the outside and doesn't. That's an interesting move. He's really going to have to... Oh, he's pulled the gap there minutely perfectly. I wouldn't have probably risked that myself. And Rochford's even going to take advantage of this. Dreyer will not be jumping up and down at the moment. Ooh, and Rochford's... Oh, switchback. Hello. Dreyer wants that to... but Rochford's going to get there. Well played.
Yeah, he just did something that I couldn't do in my... Oh, that's a bit of a riding the curb there. That was lucky to maintain that Ferrari on track just then. But what is our pitted, about 10 minutes in, I think, from memory? So those tyres are about half hour old. Probably have fallen off the cliff, as we say as we're racing, but hopefully they aren't permanently dead and they might come back and do a bit of a groupie window soon for him.
Yes, and it was funny as we go on board with Thistleside, I was actually about to message him, mention him is the word I was looking for, because he was...
There's an apex.
I was about to say he was doing really good, and then he goes and does that.
Sean with the shade. There's an apex there.
Hey, look, it's one that I can't hit.
It's all right, Cameron.
Yeah.
You made
don't
a
worry,
whoopsie whoopsie.
Still top 10.
Yeah, you're still
Doing well.
performing better than myself, so it's okay.
Yeah,
There's
doing
no,
well.
there's no ill respect here.
No, wow, 59.2. Hello.
Samuel's
not hanging around.
Brady.
Yeah, can we have your Motec, please, to make sure that that's been done by a fast person, such as yourself.
I reckon
10-second gap, wow.
Paddy Oliver's going to send that overtake in for Move of the Week. I am seeking someone to put a little video together of all those moves of the week in that channel. So if you're pretty good at making little videos, reach out. Because that would be fucking helpful.
Message mull@ilovemilk.com.au.
Actually,
there probably is a site with that, you know that, right?
I'm going to try it
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. I'm going to regret every single bit of this. .com.
If .com don't work, it doesn't work. You know, the whole.
It's
.net
already not
and-
secure.
That's all.
Shit. I'm gonna actually see if it's for sale.
Someone needs to sort out their SSL certificate. Not that that will mean anything to anyone
Oh,
here.
I'm very
in
scared of how
TFNIT.
much this is gonna cost me. Oh shit!
Widely, I love.
Minimum offer 8,320 for that domain name.
Ooh.
I'll have it
Yep.
twice.
Yeah.
Or I can buy ilovemilk.com.au for only $10.65.
I know what my option would be, but that's me.
Your option would be the $8,000 one.
But of course,
Yes, exactly.
Or you can spell milk LUV.com, and that's $10.
Oh, brilliant!
So yeah, someone's owns the I Love Milk, hence why the offer.
And they want to sell it off for a stupid amount. Classic. That's what I love seeing that.
WeLoveMilk.com, 3,900.
Oh my god! This is killing the IT person in me. Oh, hello. Oh, Thistlethwaite. It's really just trying to put the pressure on Dreyer now. Not quite in the podium positions for Pro-Ams. Almost there, though, so Thistlethwaite might be able to pull this one out if he gets past Dreyer quick enough. 16 minutes left in this race. No rain coming. Lucky for the drivers.
as a Ferrari operator there, Hobbsy,
Yep.
and studying this Fez on screen at the moment,
Oh.
on a scale of 1 to lots, how cooked are those tyres?
I'll tell you in a minute. Let's just have a look. Ooh, Thistlethwaite snuck it. Oh, beautifully done. Just pushed him out wide. That's exactly what he needed to do. Ferrari tyres. Didn't look too bad. Ferrari's not the worst on tyres. So I don't think it should be too bad. I would give it a solid probably 6 out of 10. The tyres should still be okay. Of course, it's setup dependent, so we'll just have a look, see what the exit's like, see if he's a bit hesitant. Front tyres could be gone a little bit, looking at the lack of turn-in the middle there, unless that was just the way the corner was being taken. But still looking valid so far. They've got Mike Reel and Sean Muller. They're actually sneaking up in this as well. Mike Reel's got a 10-second penalty, so it doesn't particularly help his case, but hopefully they can still get in on this battle and have a bit of fun.
Indeed.
Speaking of racing, what do you think is... Oh, I nearly dropped my keyboard. That should have been disastrous. Was the most expensive website URL that's sold all time?
What, racing website?
Oh, no, any website, but it is...
Oh,
It is actually related to cars.
I'm guessing it's a brand of some sort.
No.
No? Okay.
No. It does look after all brands, if that helps.
I was going to go something like really stupid, like the whole Pimp My Ride sort of thing, for like MTV stuff, but
It's
Yeah,
it's
look-
much... It looks after, once you pimped your ride, it looks after those types. It looks after all cars. Anyone in chat?
What is it, like an insurance-related thing?
Correct.
no.
Car
Shannon's
insurance.
Motor insurance.
No, it's carinsurance.com.
Yep.
Do you know how much it sold for?
Million.
I'm guessing it's millions.
It's a couple of million. Throw a number out there.
Give me 4 million, sir.
What do you reckon, Sean?
2.7.
Nah, 49.7.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
And
now
it's
I'm
sold.
going to go to car
So they must make a
insurance.com.
lot of money.
Oh yes, carinsurance.com does exist. Not Australian though. What's zip code? What country is this?
doesn't matter.
I'm going to say
There's
America. I'm just
way
gonna,
too much money.
America.
USA.
It's got to be
yep.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, USA. It's got to be.
Yeah, because they've got the 5-digit zip codes. Yeah.
Thanks
I've
to
probably just
Hobbsy
offended
for
half
the-
of the American population there, but
Just
anyway,
butchered an American accent, but thank you for
that
that.
was,
no worries. Ooh, 10-second Penn Mercer ignoring blue flags. Oh dear. Stewards are not happy with that one.
Yeah, I think a few people aren't fully up to spec with the way the ruling of blue flag is now that it's been sort of rewritten.
I don't think we're up to
I'll
spec
explain
with it
them.
even before the
blue flag.
That is
get out
also
of the way.
very true.
I think a key component of it is just making sure that you're set up to know and that you're aware. I know a
Yeah.
lot of drivers are focusing really hard to keep the car on track and not cause incidents, but Yeah, it does come with the experience, but you do need to be aware.
Absolutely. Just looking here, Fernandez battle with Floyd. Floyd had the 15-second penalty for tapping round. That's terrible. I can't remember who it was now. That's
It wasn't
very
a
bad.
tap around, but he was the dive into.
Dive
Shady,
on Shady Samuel. That's right.
right here.
Right here. Yes. So currently 13 seconds off Sweet. So if we get that 15-second, he would only just be ahead of Fernandez here. So really good stuff from the top three to just scamper away from everyone else to give themselves a good gap in case something goes wrong with 12 minutes to go.
Speaking of wrong, there's lots of yellow in sector 3 at the moment, so hopefully.
Oh, there is. That
is.
is. That's not good.
That's a drama.
No.
That is a kerfuffle as Ramez Samuel has returned to the pits. So this is really not good at all. Might have to get our heads in on that one and see where that one's led to.
Yeah, Floyd will be looking to try and get around Fernandez here, but at the moment he is showing why he is up in the top 5. He was even up there right at the beginning of the race too, so he's definitely held his position even after he stopped. Not sure how late into the race he did he stop, but definitely showing the Pro-Am podium winning here at the moment. What's that, roughly, I don't know how far back Oliver is at the moment, but quite a substantial gap between Pro-Am P1 and P2.
I've just... This crash is hectic.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
First off, I'll share a screenshot.
Yep.
I don't think cars are meant to be facing these directions.
Wait, what in the fuck has happened there?
Wait.
Hang on, that's
Hello?
Oh.
Hello? What are you doing here?
What?
Okay, I want to know how there's one backwards, 90 degrees, going the right way, and facing...
And in the wall.
Yeah, like...
We'll find out soon. We want to see what happens here with Benny Floyd's going to draw 130R. He's going to back out.
Yeah, back out. Good decision. Force Fernandez wide, though. That's going to be a track limit warning. So we have to keep an eye on that. Fernandez has driven brilliantly this whole season. Maybe a promotion coming in for him coming towards next season.
Yeah, welcome to Pro Class.
Yeah, welcome to Pro Class. That's right.
If I'm getting promoted, you're getting to it. I'm just going to start picking...
Can I get demoted to Pro-Am class, please?
No.
This crash involved 8 different cars.
8 cars?
8. Okay, so this is split blood in top tier form. Let's go.
Yeah. This is going to be...
explain it.
Well, you don't need to explain it. We can try and break it down, but...
Are there words, or is it just you need to view it to understand?
There's just so much going on.
Well, there must be if you've got one car round the wrong way, one car in the middle of 2, one car in the wall, and one off the track completely. I don't know what it did. That's just a bit ridiculous.
And 4 cars that we're not aware of yet.
Yes.
Say 8 cars. So.
Yes, and by my maths, 4 plus 4 is 8.
Triggering with the shies anatomy. All right, chat. If you're out there, you might want to sit back and watch this. Make
Take
sure
a seat.
all sharp objects are not within arm's reach, because this is what's just transpired over at Split Blow.
Yeah, let's have a look. So, the Ferrari, this is Bushel. Okay, so it's hit the Merc. That's fine. That's not so fine. So, what's happened? So, Chalmers has tapped him onto the track. He's broke in the middle on the racing line. Nothing wrong here yet. The Ferrari... Okay. Okay.
Oh. Make it
Stop! He's already
See,
dead!
I could explain it up until that point. That's a fair enough return to garage, because that... no.
I think the stewards box are going to be requiring vouchers to them.
I think they're in tears. Can we get them some therapy after that one? Ooh, deep for Floyd there. But Fernandez also followed, so...
Yeah, but
it's going to be a battle to the end.
Fine.
Yes, exactly right.
It's yes.
I don't think I can actually explain the rest of that incident.
A few unfortunate things in it, and a few little bit of come on.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the one reviewing it. Let's just put it that way.
No.
Well, yeah, if you're on the middle of the track and you've just had to rejoin, you don't don't change your line. Like, yeah.
Be predictable.
Like the first contact, it looked like an odd type of lag thing. The next one, nowhere to go. Then it's just snowball.
Oh, hang on, blue flags here. This is going to make things interesting. Oh, Floyd's just going to have to sit back here.
I was going to say, it's going to be very opportunistic if he had gone there.
Oh,
Yeah, done well to stay off the racing line there.
yeah.
But
Here we go, Floyd.
Oh, you see the slide?
Oh, that was awesome.
Yep.
Did well not to have the contact there, but that was a bit of an event to unpack. But Floyd would definitely be trying to get past Fernandez here with 7 minutes remaining, so roughly, what, 4 laps?
3-4 laps. Where's Shady Samuels? Is going to come across the line, so it's going to...
Yeah,
it's going to leave us 4 laps, yeah. As Floyd looks down the inside of the Ferrari. Ferrari actually got a better exit. A bit odd for that, but the straight line speed of the Porsche is just going to, Yep, left. Here we go. Blue flag's up ahead. I think Floyd's going to get this one done. Oh, backs out of it. That was a smart decision. Saw the instant coming. Needs to move left. Fernandez is not going to let him have this one. But I reckon he's gone deep. Ooh. It's amazing he's held that one up,
Actually, yeah. Went wide at 130, but then held the line, a bit deep into the triangle. But
turn 1-2, hang on.
We're going to go Porsche around the outside.
Are we going to go for a Corey Sweet switchback here? Maybe. Let's see how this plays out. Fernandez just sticks a car in the right spot, forcing Floyd to not really have much of a choice. Almost out on the dirt. This Ferrari behind's getting a great view of this.
This is top level defending.
Wow. Yeah, this is unbelievable. Pro-Am defending from a pro. This is great. And a slide from Floyd. That's not going to help. Those tyres will not be particularly liking Floyd right now. Let's see what sort of a run can be done. Fernandez keeps on track. Nice. Keeping the mid-corner speed high to keep ahead of Floyd. Let's have a look at the run through Degner 1 and 2. No real movement from Ferrari. A bit of movement from the Porsche, but nothing major. Too much curb. Still gets a good exit though, so let's have a look at the hairpin now. Let's see. This plays out 2 blue flags ahead.
2 blues. We'll see what happens, but they might be fighting for
They might be fighting, yeah.
Let's see how they navigate this.
Yeah, Pro-Am, I do agree. This is top level stuff. Let's see. Floyd needs to nail the exit of Spoon here to potentially get that better run.
Pit window is now closed.
Tap the brakes. Oh, that was going to be, yeah. M4 had me ever so slightly worried. Floyd can't get the slipstream now because Fernandez is placing the car to give the blue flag. The slipstream needs to back out so Floyd can get the run across into 130R and does so. So that's really well done there from Floyd. That M4 goes wide. But Floyd pulls up nicely. Ferrari's going to come faring better out of this. It's better on the brakes in the Porsche and still holding it. What a good job.
They've done some top level defending there. They're picking your line, knowing when to sit track, knowing what line to pick, when to stay a little bit wider, all that. No, top effort there to Fernandez. Done exceptionally well. Because Floyd's not exactly the easiest person to race against either. I mean, I've spent some time, very minimal time on the track ahead of him, but very quick individual right there.
It's funny, I've spent more time with Ben in real life than I have on track with him.
Oh, well, look out.
I know. I don't know if that's special, but yeah. Oh, stewards are not happy. Stop, go 10 for dangerous driving. I'm thinking I know what that might be. Yeah. So stewards having absolutely none of it.
That was for, I think it's for not taking caution with yellow flags. That was that was the 4th or 5th car in, I think.
Was that the Ferrari?
No, I think
No,
it was.
it was
Yeah, it was a white Ferrari.
It was, yeah. So it was the Ferrari that hit the Merc that was in the middle track. That totally, I can see the steward's point of view from that. Totally understood.
Floyd just got a mega exit there out of the hairpin.
Did, but Of course, the
Not
hairpin
quite
isn't what
enough.
matters. It's speed that's going to matter. Moves to the outside. Fernandez playing the car perfectly in the middle of the track so that Floyd doesn't get given much of a choice. He's going to nail the exit here and does, but has to back out for the sake of not hitting Fernandez. But Slipstream with top speed. I'm not actually sure he's going to pull this one off. Maybe he will. He's going to have to back out again and does. Good sportsmanship there. This is great driving. This is brilliant stuff. Let's have a look how Ford handles this. The Ferrari's got a much higher mid-corner speed than the Porsche does through 130R, which is a bit concerning. But anyway, let's have a look. Floyd just can't seem to get past Fernandez here. He's placing the car just brilliantly. Let's have a look. Slipstream down into turn 1. Still not going to be enough. Sticks the nose in, just let him know he's there, but he still can't get it done. Maybe, yep, Fernandez has placed the car nicely once again. Inside line, gets good exit. So does Floyd though, so it's going to stick here 2 minutes to go. We're on the second to last lap now. Oh, it's just precision driving here from both drivers.
Slightly off there, but that's alright. They maintain themselves, probably. Careful that curb, don't ride it too much. But no, they're doing well. Doing incredibly well here. Better than what I can do. Although that's not that hard, given tonight's scenario.
Oh, it's a just good run there. Floyd, just that curb really isn't helping him there through Degner 2. He's catching up, but could be catching up so much more if it just didn't bounce the car around as much. Gets a nice... Ooh, he's going to get the better exit here. So maybe a look into Spoon. Yeah, just didn't quite touch the apex, did Fernandez, but that's okay. Because Floyd might not actually have enough to have a look through Spoon. Let's have a check in here. It's going to stick... Yep, Fernandez has just moved across slightly, which is exactly what I need to do. And Floyd's now made the mistake. So needs to correct for the exit and does. But Fernandez is going to have the better exit. So just got more grip than Floyd. Floyd's going to have the slipstream, but it's not going to matter because he's going to have to back out anyway. And there's a blue flag up ahead as well, so that doesn't particularly help.
No, the blue flag shouldn't be too much of an issue just yet, so that's not going to be that big of a deal. But
Yeah,
Fernandez
exactly
just
right.
doing just the perfect amount of placing that car where it is. Okay, blue flag is
Blue
stage left.
Yep,
That's
understandable.
not a bad idea.
That's not the worst idea. Shady Samuel on the last lap now. This is going to come up to the final lap for these two. Going to stick here for this battle there. Battling for fourth, and Fernandez has got the Pro-Am class win at the moment. Gandrala's got a 10-second penalty for dangerous driving lap 23. I think that's also involved in that crash that we were watching before. Floyd's a bit slidey now. Oh, wow, what a save that was. Look at the steering movement. That's exactly what you love to see. What the drivers
I
actually
would have ended up in the wall.
this guy.
For
Yep,
sure.
I think most people would have. So we see Fernandez just holding on beautifully here. Floyd knows that it's all or nothing now. Knows it's the last lap. Shady Samuel still leading 15 seconds from Sneakers. Just coming around to Spoon. He is now. Sneakers is a little further behind. Just coming out of the hairpins. Good gap there. Floyd still trying to catch Fernandez. Has absolutely sent it. That's going to be a track limit warning for him. But I don't think he's going to care. Fernandez makes the mistake. Yep, that'll be a track limit as well. Floyd is absolutely sending it now. Looks to the inside. Could still get the better exit. And does get the better exit. But the Ferrari just boosts out of the corner once on that turbo. So maybe, there we go. Oh, wow.
Okay, yep, the stewards are unhappy.
Yep, stewards are not happy. Stop go 20. I don't think we've seen one of those yet this season. So note that down in your books. People getting the bingo cards out. Stop go 20 has been served. Floyd absolutely driving the wheels off that thing as Shady Samuel crosses the line to take the win here at Suzuka. JP Sneakers is not too far behind, but we're going to come back to this battle. Floyd has only got 2-3 corners left. Is he going to be able to pull something out on Fernandez? Let's see. JP Sneakers crosses the line for P2. What a race he's had. Sweet's going to come across as well, but Floyd, all or nothing here. And not going to get it there. What a great defensive race from Fernandez. Sweet crosses the line for P3 as Fernandez takes the Pro-Am win and P4 in the race. What a great job that was.
Wait, did he just back off? Oh,
I reckon maybe it was fuel
was it
related.
fuel related? I
possibly.
thought he was in trouble for a second there, but as we see, Rockford coming across the line here to pick up the 3rd position of the Pro-Am podium. Right behind Mr. Paddy Oliver in P2. Top tier driving. Hats off to Fernandez holding off Floyd for what seems to be an incredibly amount of
A long amount of time, yes.
Indeed.
So, all drivers in the top 12 are in the finishing positions. There's a couple of drivers there that do have some penalties that will bring them down. Cooley's got a 15, so that'll bring him down a few positions, probably towards Grant Begg. Mike Reel's got a 10-second penalty, but I think he finished a fair way ahead of Cooley, so that's not going to particularly affect his race. Let's have a look. Anyway, yeah, so Mike Reel will stick where he is.
Yeah, that was a bit spicy.
Absolutely, it was.
Some incredible battles to watch there. And that was Split Blood showing us how to do lap 1, clearly.
Yep, and then
what
showing
a
us
lap
how
one.
to, yeah.
And then explosions mid-race.
Yeah, exactly, right.
And showing us why they're called Split Blood. So we had the full circle there. Everyone got their bingo card done.
Green light, give it all you can.
All right, take it away, Hobbsy.
So, P1, Shady Samuel, JP Sneakers there, P2, Corey Sweet, P3, Fernandez, P4, Pro-Am, yep, that works. Fernandez takes P1, Paddy Oliver P2, Rockford takes P3, and in the AM class, Stu Matthews takes home the win. Height, I'm not sure how that's pronounced, I'm going to cook this every single week. For P2 and Mitchell there for P3, and silver class is Joseph and Gandrala with that 60-second after the stop go.
Boom.
And we're done for another week.
We
Another
are.
week, and then we make
For Asia Pacific.
We're not done with Suzuka though.
Oh no.
We've got Europe
Just getting started.
and North America coming up in the next 6 to 8 hours. And then on the weekend, starting Friday night with our shootout, we've got the Suzuka per mobile 12-hour. And I am going to be very happy to see the back of this track at about 10:30 on Saturday night.
Oh, yes,
yeah.
you will be.
And then I'm going to go practice for M2s at Valencia.
How exciting. Next week, Valencia in the M2s. Everyone in the same car. That'll be exciting to see.
So which split you in, Mel? Just so I know to transfer to that one, just so I can punch you?
Yeah.
This one.
Okay, maybe I won't split.
No one wants to come here. I'll take it. But yeah, thanks for the great commentary tonight, Mitch and Sean.
No worries.
No
Pleasure as
worries.
always. See you later, chat.
I shall talk to you guys soon. Catch you later.
Thanks, Mark. See ya.
Thanks, chat. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Glenn, before who broadcasted. He's going to try and broadcast next week, I believe. Also, thank you, Damiano and Justin, for jumping for AP Blue. Thank you all the stewards for their great work in Asia Pacific this week. We'll be back in about 6 hours for Europe, and about 6 hours after that, we'll see North America. But you'll see me Friday night as we take on the shootout for the Per Mobile Suzuka 12-hour. Take care and see you then.